wrong, but I just want to say one thing.
What?
My man is amazing.
Drow. Drow. Drow.
Stop it, Dane. No. No.
Yes.
No.
You're bringing that back,
Yeah.
man, after all these years.
What
Yes?
is
No, he
this?
always
You're the
tries to
fucking
bring that
drow.
back.
You're a fucking drow. I get to actually bring it out for this reason.
What is
Yeah,
this?
that's
Oh, you
racist
might
for
want
me
to
to
quickly
say.
change your race.
Is that carnival?
It's Ambler. Yeah. So basically, just what I wanted to say was that if you want to use the Google sheet or not, that is completely up to you. I took the time to just basically transport it all over. If you want to keep on using the clicking one on Roll20, that's fine as well. Basically, it's the thing with it is that you trade away the ability to just click the icons and just have it happen. So you're gonna have to physically roll it, or type in the rolling things yourself.
Oh, interesting. I think for a time being, I might just be a lazy man.
That is fine. That is fine.
For a time being. I am really what? What's up?
If we ever decide
I
to like
sweat.
use, if we ever decide to use like something else
Yeah.
to play our games, like for example, Game Master Engine or tabletop simulator, then it would behoove us to
No, we
move
would
our
need that.
sheets elsewhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just that is my preferred sheet. That's why I decided to introduce it to you guys as well.
You know what the
And
Google Doc
you have
reminds me of,
choices.
`Δᓛ𝓲𝓷𝓾'?
It
Mythweavers.
is. I was gonna say it's better than Mythweavers.
Way better than Mythweavers, but yeah. Still has some old character sheets in there.
It's definitely
also,
better than Mythweavers.
I have a wooden bowl to roll my dice in today.
Nice.
Sometime during game, I might get a dice rolling tray.
Ooh. Like delivered?
Yeah.
Very nice.
If I hear the doorbell, I will start running because
Yeah, I've done that too.
torch stealers.
Got it.
So-
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
Yeah, no. I mean, I live in a pretty safe neighborhood. Well, I live in a wealthier neighborhood.
Yeah,
But
no, I got a private gear community, and I've had to run out. Fortunately, I have 2 guns at home. I always keep one out, and I ran out like a month ago. Literally, there was some fucking asshole running up with my fucking, I forgot what it was, but literally, no. It doesn't matter if you live in a nice place or not. People are still pieces of fucking shit.
Indeed.
Completely understood. Yeah.
There will always be assholes. But anyways,
feel
That's life for you.
Shall we get to playing, or shall we
Down.
preamble a bit more?
Let us begin playing.
Yeah,
Just as a
I
warning, I'm
want to
still
escape.
buying things, so don't worry about introducing that quite yet. Still working on that.
That is fine.
Trust
that
me,
is
I already know
fine.
how to
Indeed.
introduce. I already know how to introduce your character more easily.
I'm scared.
To make it easier on you, like there's no real rush for you to get finished because there's literally a marker when you get back.
guys, I apologize. Apparently, my dice tray is in my mailbox.
Oh, nice. Go.
I will be right back.
All aboard the Traumatic Express. And Sarah says, Slipknot said it best. People equal shit. Yes, they do.
Indeed.
Including myself. I am shit. But I don't treat others like shit.
Yes, and let's also not forget that we are all factories of it. Morally and physically.
Yes. I'm the conductor of that train. The shit train.
The shit train. Poo poo.
No,
That is what you might call a shitty joke.
Greg. The trauma train. That's what he meant, not the shit train. Because Greg said in the chat earlier, all aboard the Traumatic Express.
Trumpmatic.
Well, Seraph says both, so he's a conductor of 2 trains now. Trauma and shit.
Yay.
You gotta have two hats, bro. You gotta have two hats.
Just one on top of the other, hat of a hat. That was like lovely board game.
Ah, yes. The power that is Team Fortress 2. Hats on hats on hats.
Bro, Team Fortress
And-
2, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
How is that a name you haven't heard in a while with the fact that
Yo,
it's still one of the
TF2,
most...
bro? Bro,
Yeah,
because I
it's
haven't been on
still
computer
being
gaming
played to
for, like,
this
a while.
day.
Yeah.
It's still being played, and from what I hear on the grapevine, apparently the last dev on it got fired not too long ago. Or the last one was
Seriously?
fired.
Fuck!
Wow.
Either there's no more devs on Team Fortress 2, or there's just
No.
one left on it. One or the other.
Wow, bro. That, either way, it's still not good.
Guys,
Either way, that's
Yeah.
still a dick move.
it was in my mailbox, and it is adorable.
Hey,
Yay.
send us a picture.
We
send us a
demand
picture.
pictures for the stream.
Okay, okay. Hold on, I
Well,
actually have to
suppose I
plug in my
can
phone.
Yeah.
My phone has a, My phone has a thing where if the battery is below 50%, it will shut off if I try to take a picture.
What the fuck?
50%?
And it turns off?
50%. It will reset itself.
What the fuck?
Kage,
It is
Kage,
a
you need
Google
new
Pixel
battery.
2. It's old.
No,
You need a new phone.
yeah.
I know for a
Yeah.
fact you make enough to get a new phone that's cheap
I
and better
did.
from a fucking Walmart.
Bro, I got
except-
the Google Pixel 6B.
That's the thing. I have a Google Pixel 2.
You gotta get the new one. Yeah, exactly. You have two. I'm on 6. Come on, you gotta catch up.
Not even the XL. Just a 2.
Like, look, I have a phone. It's a Moto E5.
Moto.
That's a dumb brand. I'm not even
Well, it's
sponsored by it. I
Moto,
will
dog.
say
Talk
that
shit
it's a
about Moto.
dumb brand. Don't tell me to not talk shit about Moto. I'll talk shit about Moto all I want.
talk
While I'm
shit
trying to
about
play
Moto,
my
dog. Moto.
damn favorite game of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, the game slowly corrodes on itself the longer I play because my
What?
phone can't handle it. Like, we're talking. The graphics
Oh,
themselves
no.
start to black out the longer I play.
No.
Jane,
What
show them
the
my thing.
fuck?
I am.
Oh,
Isn't it
cute?
That is adorable.
It is. It's
That
adorable.
is
That is
quite adorable.
absolutely fantastic.
I see the little tail.
Yeah, it doubles as
I
a
wasn't
handle,
expecting it to be this small, but it's perfect. It means
It's
it will fit on my
adorable.
desk and I can click clack into it.
Yeah?
Seraph, Greg, this is peak performance for kitty dice trays. You may
In
not
case
like
you guys
it,
didn't know.
but this is what it looks like.
Also, I just did like a test roll in it on
Yeah.
some D20s. 8, 9, and 10.
Ha!
That's
Nice.
good, right? Yeah.
Greg says the phone starts melting from the sheer processing power of your phone CPU. I'm sure
Yeah.
that there's a phone that does
It's too
that.
smart, bro.
Unfortunately, it ain't the Moto.
Wasn't that the Samsung Galaxy Note 7
I
or
think
something
that
like
was
that
the
that just
battery,
started
bro.
combusting on planes?
Oh,
Well, that was because of the
yeah.
battery.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we started 8 minutes ago. We were getting ready to go in, but then all of a sudden, Kage got her dice tray, and then we're on the topic
That's
of
more
fucking
important.
phones and how bullshit they are.
I was saying no more happiness, time to get sad.
It's time to get sad. Let us begin
Yeah.
with
Time to
crying.
smoke some marijuana. I mean, what? Who said that, bro? What the fuck?
Just
Who
started.
fucking said that?
Anyways, let's get
Bro,
a
it's a
move
Greg time, dog. No, bro, it's a Greg time.
on. So here is where you currently.
It's a Greg
Let's
time,
just say we start off like this. You're currently all downstairs, like just huddled around
His
both the
body.
dead body of the Bandit King and around the dead body of Sharon as well. I would like for Azrae to roll me a will save.
Why, man?
Because this is your first time seeing his dead body.
Oh, interesting. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I'm gonna use the sheet. How do I do this? I go down to
You do-
will, and then what?
If you're using the Google sheet, basically it's just a reference sheet. You look at the will, it has 1, and then you just roll d20 plus 1.
Okay, I'll
You
have
roll
any
your
dice.
dice.
So I
So
need
you-
physical dice to go along with the Google
Well,
sheet.
no, you can hit /R space 1d20 plus that. Also, there's a phone app called D&D Dice.
Yes. For now, like, for all your dice already needs, you just use Roll20. There's the little dice icon on the left, you can use to roll if you want to. Okay,
got a
so
10.
you get down and essentially you just see Sharon's dead body laying there. So you're all huddled around.
Vivian's crying, checking for a pulse.
The puddles of fire don't necessarily start catching. The leaves and such, or the foliage of the undergrowth, is still quite fresh. So the flames, even though there's oil and alchemist fire, like they may like burn on the spot, but don't necessarily spread. It is fresh wood. It is difficult to set alight after all.
Ron,
But yeah.
why did you have to do that? I was fine. You didn't have to come down and die. Why?
All I was about to say all four of you possible are there, including including a person that you guys feel like you've been traveling with for some time now.
Huh?
But you can't quite remember their name.
Huh?
You don't have a. I don't believe you have a proper sheet yet, do you? It's Crow, is it?
Yeah, it's that one.
You are. Yeah, I was about to say you are currently muted. But yeah, Crow is there as well. We'll get you a token sooner or later.
I think that's his token right there.
Yeah, I'm talking like a token circle, not just like.
Okay.
Yeah.
The character image. Damn it.
Beard.
Shut up. At the very least, he did help to save your life, Vivian. That's all we can really say.
I was fine. I wasn't hurt.
Yet. You weren't hurt yet. Supposed to revive that girl today.
We weren't reviving her dumbass.
You know what I meant.
Vivian straightening his hair. Straightening his wings.
Hey, Azrae. Did you find anything up there?
No, unfortunately not. What's up?
That's for the sake of argument. You guys basically
Already
went.
done.
Yeah, you just went straight down. You have yet to search either the bodies or the surroundings.
Darn. All right. How are you holding up, Mr. Deanna looks at Crow as he's slowly holding his head, trying to remember his name.
Feeling incredibly awkward in the process.
Yeah.
Mister just staring off and directly at him like,
I'm sorry.
Like, bro.
I'm sorry. Just when I knew your name. Could you please refresh it for me?
Crow.
Oh, huh? How are you holding up? It's been crazy just being here for the fight, right?
Observing.
Been better, but holding up well.
That's good at least. Look, I'm gonna go look around, see what we can scavenge here before we head back to town. Try and make sure that Vivian doesn't break down too hard, okay?
He
Azray,
shrugs.
make sure you help Crow here, alright? Crow and
Of
Vivian.
course. Of course. Of
Right.
course.
And Dienra's gonna head upstairs to not upstairs. He's going to head up the ladder in order to kind of actively search the bodies, and that is a way for me to say I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Yay, some lootage. So
Yeah. You gotta get that
there are a
loot.
few things. Actually, I'm gonna ask you. Like, do you? How far do you go in the art of just searching the bodies and such? Because in addition to essentially, do you defile the body that's currently being hanged upside down, bleeding dry, over here as well?
He went
Ooh.
BRB
BRB.
Oh right, never mind.
because
It's all
he's
good.
Let's keep it you. Let's keep it you guys then. At least for a little bit.
Vivian will rip off parts of her clothes and start to clean the body.
Roll a I was about to say roll a heal check, but you already rolled one earlier.
Yeah,
Before
27
last time. Yeah.
or 24.
I just remember.
Do some light looting.
Are we gonna take him with us, or we're gonna bury him?
Oh, that's a good point. Do we know if he would like to be cremated instead? We got fire going.
Well, dying fire, but yeah.
Oh. Then yeah, cremation, burial. Are we familiar with Charon's wishes? His
No,
last
I
will and
wasn't.
testament? Oh. Well,
In that
he was a
regard, I would
priest
say
in
no.
here, right? Oh. Well, you definitely can't just leave him here for the wolves.
I plan on bringing him back to where we first spoke up.
We could do that. We got space in the cart.
I'd be down for that.
Here, that's right. Let's bring the cart over here
Alright.
and avoid the trap.
That trap is still.
Active?
Yeah, we left it.
Yeah, that trap is
Actually-
still. That trap is very much still active. You did.
Specifically mentioned we're
back
gonna leave it.
You did back up the cart, but you
Yeah.
did not like to trip the trap. So you guys can trip the trap, and it does make a mighty big ruckus.
Did I try
as
disabling the trap, or is that the same thing as tripping?
That would be
Disabled
trying to
device.
disable it. That would try to essentially make it harmless and not have it activate, like tying off the rope somewhere or something like that, in a manner that it doesn't activate.
Mm-hmm. Could I attempt to?
Do you have it trained?
Yes, I do.
Do you have
Ooh.
tools?
What?
Do you have the thieves' tools?
I can buy it now, but yeah, you can still buy
If you-
equipment and stuff.
If you do not have the tools, it's going to be at a -2. But if you have it trained, then you can indeed roll it.
Okay, let me just buy the
Get the
quick
masterwork
contents.
ones.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Believe me. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so it's in, I believe, in goods and services somewhere. Adventuring game.
I want to say the
Oh,
masterwork
here.
ones are like
Boxes.
200 or something like that.
Yeah, I should be able to get it. I'm just gonna look for it quick. Thieves' tools. So masterwork is 100, concealable thieves is 190. So I'm just gonna.
Noted.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the go. Actually, so here's a question. Just want to ask quick because as it's two separate, can I get a masterwork concealable, or it has to be two separate ones?
I do believe when it comes to the concealable one, it's a
I'll show you right now where it is, where the writing is at least. So
see here.
I'm gonna post it in Discord.
I mean, I'm currently looking at the
Okay, you got it.
Thieves' tools as well. And let's see here. Actually, where? Never mind. You said something. Yeah, concealable. Contains extra tool. Yeah, I would say yeah. You would have to get different ones because the concealable tools are
They're very small,
smaller and
so
strong. Smaller and stronger. The thing with the Masterwork Thieves tools is that it has extra tools and such in
okay.
it as well. So
Okay.
that would add to the bulk of it. So because you have the Masterwork, the concealable tools, which are half a pound, and then the Masterworks, which is £2
Yeah.
more equipment and stuff.
No, it makes sense.
So
It makes sense.
you would either have one or the other.
Okay, I'll have the.
Oh, never mind. They
What?
otherwise function as Masterwork Thieves tools, granting a plus 2
Oh,
to
okay.
stance.
Okay, then yeah, I got the concealable. I'm just gonna add to my inventory now.
So
And
it's a
I'll
good
roll
idea
for
to
that
always read
second.
all the way through to the end.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll it ahead of time while I add some inventory.
𝓲𝓪𝓷𝓵. I like that.
Dressiest, but yeah.
𝓲𝓪𝓷𝓵.
A
all good.
21,
Dreezy, bro.
would be 21 would be enough to essentially make sure that the trap does not activate as you snip the wire. You essentially tie it off with a pin or something like that, and yeah, you can now safely reattach the horse to the cat and go forward.
Awesome. Yeah, after that, help Azure lead it back.
Yeah.
The
Nice
time that they
leading
were
back.
gone, Vivian would have him cleaned. And do I have a blanket?
I would say looking around, you could find something at least.
I do not own a blanket. Okay. Yeah, I would go and
Hey.
look around for a blanket to wrap him in. The cleanest one I can find.
Thank you.
So you look around and you end up over here, like just looking for your options downstairs before you start climbing up.
Oh, something's gonna
And
pop out.
and you do notice it's a tool shed, and in which you do find a couple of woodworking tools, and you also find like a couple of rolls of canvas. It's not necessarily a blanket, but it is some somewhat slightly stiff and coarse material, and there is a decent bunch of it. Like you would imagine they use this to like maybe pad the walls of the treehouse and such, like have it in between layers to essentially grant a little bit of insulation potentially.
Okay.
She would then wait for someone to bring her a blanket. She doesn't want to she doesn't want to leave the body alone.
And then I'll go grab Vivi a blanket. Wait.
Was there anything I needed to roll
Basically-
for
Show my thing.
looking for items?
Yeah. Wait, where'd my guy go?
Basically,
lost
she's
mine.
trying to make a funeral shroud for him. So once they get to where she wants to go, or wants it to go,
Yeah.
they can just dig the hole.
Damn, what the fuck? Roll20 is fucking me up.
Don't mind me just doing some things, but yeah, you can make a you manage to fashion a makeshift shroud out of this.
I don't want to use the canvas.
Oh, that's mine then.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, you don't find anything that could be you don't find any soft material, at least not down here.
Yeah, no, I said I'd wait for someone to bring me it. Because I don't feel like, or I don't want to leave him alone.
Okay. So, does anyone else want to start essentially going around looting the body along with 𝓮𝓵𝓷𝓵?
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right. Was
Be
there
more
anything I
than
need to roll?
Perception.
I would say those wanting to loot, those finding themselves inclined to loot, please roll me a perception roll. Indeed.
Nice. I'm getting used to a game, bro. I'm getting used to a game. Oh
Hey,
fuck!
together
We
we
just
got
noticed each other.
17. While sad music's playing, we got a 17. The power of sadness is flowing through us.
The power of sadness. This power of sadness emboldens me.
The nothing from Neverending Story 2.
Okay, so but yeah, as I mentioned earlier as well, do you want to go so far as to try to get down the body that's hanging as well, or do you want to leave that be, as it were?
𝓮𝓵𝓷 will leave that body alone because that time would be desecrating the dead that he did not defeat.
Oh sure, yeah, and then yeah, let's leave the body alone.
Okay.
Everything else is free game because we killed it.
Yeah.
That one was that person's body is a tragedy.
I forgot what that was, honestly, but it's okay.
So as you're walking upstairs, you look into this room here. Actually, no, you don't necessarily find anything at the moment. Well, you find some trade goods and such in here at the moment. When you get down here, just to get the story downstairs going a bit as well, you do notice that area is where they used to sleep, and you do find some sleeping linens in there that you might be able to use to fashion a shroud. But yeah, basically, like every other place, like every other room you look into, you find it being littered with nicks and knacks from that appears to have been stolen. Like the 𝓮𝓷𝓵 sausages, you see some little bit of ale here and there. A lot of it is like empty casks and stuff, but you find at least one that is unopened. Further you go in, you actually find, like in one of the rooms, what appears, like on first glance, to be two huge ballistas. But then you notice the mountings on the underside are the two huge crossbows, and you find out because the mounting on the underside that is indeed not huge crossbows, but ballistas, which just theoretically is just a huge sized crossbow. But yeah, you find two massive ballistas in here. These guys have been.
And there was nothing on the bodies?
Oh, I'm currently working on that. That's the one thing I forgot to prepare.
Okay.
Yeah, you do find, like, on the bodies themselves, like, on the goons, you mainly just find their weapons, and, like, if, like, some loosey-goosey change, which is not, like, a whole lot. I'll give you a tabulation of the amount of gold that you find later.
Roger that. How heavy are the quote-unquote ballista.
I do believe I should have that listed somewhere. Okay, so here's the item. Here's the miscellaneous item list that I actually have prepared. This was from a random thingy. So the ballista themselves, I would imagine being like, at the very least, like £10 each. That's lowballing it. Let's see what's Roll20. Let's see what this says. Siege engines.
You guys
A
did disable the
ballista?
trap, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
All right. Would make it easy to kind of carry back most of the stuff.
Will be a huge heavy crossbow. And I believe the heavy stuff is... Okay, so large is double of normal, and huge is double of large, I want to say. So these
So it's
things...
quadruple the weight, and...
Yeah, something like that. So this would be, like, at the very least, like 36 pounds each. Like, at least. Yeah, you find rope ladders, you find tiny lead box, you find some waxes, you find a single sewing needle for some reason, some pittons, find a lot of tobacco, a lot of it used, but a lot of tobacco. Find some grappling hooks, another large wooden chest, bottles of vinegar, like a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff. In the innermost room, in here, as I get the proper tool to ping, you find some very interesting things. You mainly find two things, like prominently on display, sort of on this like pulpit here. It is a very, very ornate shield. It's an ornate masterwork tower shield of Osirian design, which appears to have a little indentation holding what looks like a jewel scarab necklace.
Whoa. That's pretty cool.
Both of them appear to be of immaculate design.
Deanna's gonna
So
look
that's what
around
they're
in the
looking
room real quickly.
Okay, roll me another perception check.
Ooh.
Just have something like this left out without maybe a trap or anything.
Traps. That's a good roll. Wait, can I roll too? Yeah, I stepped into a roll. Let me try help. I just stepped into the room.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Skills. Ooh. There we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
So
21.
So
I knew I had to
with
roll
a 21, Azray notices two things. Three things, I suppose. He notices that in the middle, there is indeed what appears to be a trap. It looks like some lines in the floor, like denoting a form of like pitfall trap, like maybe down the middle. But it doesn't
Wow.
appear. There doesn't appear to be any like pressure plates around it. You do notice as well in the back there being a form of a lever. And when you're inspecting the lever, you look back and the little altar thing in front of the little statue that's holding the tower shield and the necklace appears to have like a backside to it, where you find a tiny ring that appear to be made of mithril.
Whoa, that's really... Whoa, okay, damn. Okay. I don't know what mithril is, but alright.
Right.
Cool.
Mithril?
Mithril is a very light metal. Basically, it's if you make an item out of it, it is half the weight, but the same strength as steel. So if you make medium armor out of mithril, it counts as light armor. If you make heavy armor out of mithril, it counts as medium armor. But it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. You literally just found something that's worthwhile to either sell or possibly made of magic.
Ooh, yes, we
Good
can
eyes
have
there.
Vivian. Or...
Good eyes there, Azri. And
Thank you, Deanna.
you do tell Deanna, right? Or do you actually hold the information
Yeah,
yourself?
100%. No, bro, what the fuck? No, I'm not
Okay.
a dickhead.
I don't know about
I tell
that.
Deanna everything. Okay. Depends if we're murdering people, bro. Depends if there's slaughter to be had.
All right.
But,
Deanna will walk
yeah.
around the trap and will go and try to safely remove the ring and the tower shield, seeing as how we just avoided a fucking pit trap.
Yeah.
With perception check of Azray, he more or less can surmise that more than likely the floor, like the fall away, the floor is most likely fall away floor, and it's more than likely connected to the lever in the
lever.
back. That is the only like interactable thing that is in this room. That's what makes the most sense.
Yeah. Well, with these, we can at least bring them back to Vivian and see if she senses any magic in them.
Yeah, for
Hero's
sure.
gonna put the tower shield on his back and put the ring in his pocket. Good work, Azray. You want to help me
Okay.
bring down those 2 ballistae?
Of course, yeah, bro. Let's flip it for a pretty penny.
As you are walking back as well, I have just completed the combat loot as well.
Ooh.
This is all of the items, all of the common
Shit.
common items and consumables that you find on the people.
Yeah, Vivian Loki got new loadout. Masterwork
On the-
rapier small.
On the gnome magician, you find a particularly battered looking brooch.
Ooh.
And around the neck of the bandit king himself, you find an amulet.
Okay.
Those
Yeah, we're gonna help.
are
You're
all
gonna
the
help me
items.
carry them down.
Yep.
Yup.
Deanna will make use of whatever backpack room he has left to pretty much carry down as much of the no mage's items as possible, save for the dagger and light crossbow.
I like how one's marked the murder weapon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right. That was a good catch. Good annotation. Spell
Deanna
book.
will
Yeah.
also hand the
In addition to that, like
Masterwork
you also
greatsword
find
to Azray.
this much gold piece.
What?
You never know. Something might be resistant to your piercing and bludgeoning. Might as well keep a slashing weapon on hand.
Wait, but what did you hand to me? The Greek sword?
The greatsword, the Masterwork greatsword.
Ah! Fuck yeah, bro! Oh my god, I'm gonna cleave some people in half.
He now has two
Well,
weapons
he's very
that
happy
have
about that.
He now has 2 weapons that have a max damage dice of 12.
Yeesh.
plus power,
And-
plus power
yeah,
attacks.
We'll gather pretty much the things that we're gathering is anything of Masterwork quality, the potions, the oil, and the two amulets and brooches we found.
Okay. I'm
And
just
then
imagining
two
that you
ballistae.
also are carrying the. I'm imagining you also keeping around the composite bows as well because they're of some worth.
Oh yeah, definitely. You not realize what you could do with composite? You could hawk that shit for good loot money.
But what about all of the scrolls that the gnome mage has?
Or you could use it
Deanna
when
holds up
everyone's
his
shooting you from
backpack
5
as
miles away.
it's sticking out of them.
Are you taking it?
Here's a
nice,
question.
nice.
I already said I'm taking
Here's a
all of
question.
them
Do you
along with the
keep-
potions.
Oh.
Do you keep the murder spear for sentimentality, or do you toss that to the side as well?
The murder spear? Is there anything special about it besides the fact that it murdered our dearly beloved Charon?
That is, in fact, that's the thing that makes you special.
Let murder Charon? I mean, I don't know. Should
Yeah,
we take it?
Deanna-
It's kind of grisly.
Deanna will pick up the spear,
You know what?
turn it,
Snap
look
it
down
off.
to the headless body, stab the
Stab it.
spear straight through the
Nice,
chest.
nice.
Do you then
Nice revenge.
do you do it upside down to then mount his head upon it?
Yes, that's a good idea.
I thought I
Oh.
crushed that skull of his when I descended. I thought I crushed his skull.
Oh
The
right,
piercing,
headless,
that bludgeoning, come on.
I do believe one of you guys at least beheaded him or something like that.
No, I was in the
No,
process
what
of
happened
bringing
was
his
is that he
skull-
bent backwards the wrong way as I stabbed him through the back.
and
Xander
splattered
got the
his
other
skull
hit.
underneath my right
Yeah.
hand.
I have now
Deanna's
updated
got a
the
literally
combat loot to just have
blood-soaked
the
right
items
hand.
you want.
Dane, you realize that we need heads, right?
Proof.
Add a character.
Ay, mama huevo. Damn, dog.
General just pick up
Um,
the fucking crown that was on the dude's head.
That's not gonna be
anything about-
enough.
I'm gonna ask those with knowledge local to roll me a knowledge local.
Okay.
Do I have
You
a
expect
point?
me to have a knowledge roll?
Well, you're a paladin, I would imagine at the very least a
I
knowledge
got-
religion.
I have a point in
No.
knowledge.
Oh, I have a negative 1.
Together, we got 15.
Okay, so 𝓮𝓺𝓷𝓮 and 𝓮𝓺𝓷𝓚 would know that when it comes to bounty hunting, there tends to be like different like practices from different places. With some of them, you essentially just bring in the head. Those are a bit more barbaric places. In others, it's a finger. In the other places, it's a full hand. But here in 𝓲𝓪𝓷𝓾, or at least let's just say, yeah, like a scrap of like an insignia of their clothing, in combination with an ear, is a nice way to like
Wow.
pay out tally for bounty hunters.
Well, Dienra's got the crown.
And
Wait,
and
not
when it
willing to
comes-
really take it here.
when it comes to the Bandit King himself, you would surmise that the crown combined with an ear would definitely like be
Is
like
there an ear left?
Would be enough, essentially. Right?
there's a full skin at least. cartilage, ain't it?
So gross.
Don't question it.
What?
Don't question it, Perry. Just go with it.
Yeah, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a bit mangly, 8 1, 9, 10.
All
Nice little
those bodies.
Kill counter.
All those bodies that
So,
we
yeah.
didn't choose to spare. Instead, we hellaciously
Oh, no, wait.
murdered.
I forgot the I forgot
The
the magician.
gnome.
I got tossed off as well.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking funny.
So yeah, a total of 12, a body count of 12 from this incursion.
Wow. Wow, bro. Slaughter.
Dienra's gonna move over and kind of kneel down to beside Vivian.
Also, I
And
found some
wordlessly,
spare
he just
Azrays. I
hugs
don't
her.
know why.
My bad. I lost them, and I couldn't find them, and I kept on spawning them.
I missed what
As much
Dane
as-
said.
He's going to wordlessly hug Vivian as she's holding her head.
Group hug.
He would
group
push
hug.
away.
Oh, or not. No group hug.
He'll just get up and we'll proceed to bring the cart over in order to start loading it up with as much loot as we can carry.
Yeah, I surmise that technically they went on doing that while you guys were going a little bit of a looting spree. At least Crow
Okay.
went ahead and got that. Like, Crow and Azraid went and got that while you were upstairs, and then they got
yeah.
back,
Yeah.
and Azraid joined you for the looting.
I also, just as a side thing, done this too for the items we got.
Oh yeah, all the
They did.
items, the brooch, the brooch, the beetle necklace, the tower shield, the amulet, and the ring, all of those glow with magic.
Okay.
Do you want to roll
Wow.
a spellcraft on each and one of them, like right now?
Ooh.
Let me see if I even have. I'm just detecting. Actually, I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll roll. I'll roll right now. How many
You're
rolls
always
is it?
entitled for a spellcraft, so that'll be
5
five
rolls.
pieces.
All right, let me just roll 5
Five-
at once then.
5
1,
magic item
2,
rolls.
3, 4, 5.
Okay,
You
so
got
we're just gonna go in the
nice rolls
gonna
on the
go-
top 3.
we're gonna go in the order that they currently
Yep.
standing at. So the
Totally
brooch
fair, go ahead.
itself is
Mhm.
a rather simple item. It's a oh god. It's a brooch of, I want to say warding, was it? It's a brooch
Warding.
of shielding.
Oh, shielding.
This
Okay.
brooch Brooch of Shielding, it automatically reflects magic missiles on your way as per the spell shield.
So aside from
It
magic
is-
missiles, it literally provides no other bonuses.
It's nice though. Magic missiles is.
It is.
At least,
Magic missiles
if
a
I
guaranteed
remember
hit.
correctly, that's what it does. Let me go double check. Shielding. Brooch of Shielding. At a full charge. Oh wait, 10 charges. It has 10 points. 10 points of damage left. It absorbs damage from magic missiles.
Okay.
A full brooch can absorb up to 101 damages from magic missile before becoming useless.
Fuck, that sounds like a
This
lot.
has 10 damage left on it, and you would imagine you might be like the price of this might be like 150 gold.
Nice.
Not worth keeping.
We have no spells, no necklace slot taken. That's a nice thing to have, just extra.
Just chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
Brooch of Shielding.
Okay, I'm writing it down
let's
as we
see.
do it. So
Next down on the list.
The amulet.
Let's see. Would a 24 be enough?
oh wow, psst, even higher.
I want to say, yeah, 24 would barely be enough. This, from your collective memory of being part of the hive mind, you would be a little bit delighted to see, seeing as like your adventures in the underground. This is a 𝓮𝓼 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓽.
Oh,
Oh god,
Golem
yes.
Bane?
oh yes.
That's what I thought it was.
This beetle-shaped pin allows his wearer to detect any golem within 60 feet, although he must concentrate as a standard action in order to detect the detection to take place. His scarab enables the bearer to combat golems with weapons, unarmed attacks, or natural weapons, as if the golem had no damage reduction.
Ooh.
The
Might
price
help
of
for Jenner
this,
kicking its ass.
Army.
the price for
Oh, you.
this Golem Bane scarab, it's a neck item as well as the brooch. The price for it, just off the bench, is 250 gold pieces.
Okay.
Let me
Yeah.
add the description to it as well. That way we could just have it keep
Yeah,
it like
makes it easier.
in line.
Yeah, I'm just writing
There
them
we go.
down too, one by one here. So
That's 2,500, not
Next up-
250.
oh, 2,500. Sorry.
Let's see, 221.
There I go.
What would that be?
All right.
I'm gonna from the way I actually now just going based on the aura, I suppose, with the cast level of that. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a gold money as well. Basically, this is a tower shield, a +1 tower shield with a +1 tower shield with a +1 bonus on it.
Oh.
It is more or less like it's the same design as the Golem Bane Scarab, and that is because it is a plus Bane Construct Defiant Tower Shield.
What?
the fuck?
A plus
built
2
for-
tower shield?
A
Yeah.
+2 bonus tower shield. This
Oh my
item is
God.
worth 4,000.
Fuck!
Again,
Armors
Hold
and
on.
Hawk and
shields with this
Sell.
special ability. Armors and shield with this special ability excel at blocking the attacks of a certain type of creature, similar to the Bane weapons excelling at against
right.
such creatures.
It's like a +2.
Seeing
That's-
as this item
pretty
is
cool.
seeing as this item is attuned to constructs, it grants you a +2 AC, a +2 to AC versus constructs. It also provides a DR2 against such foes.
I was actually looking at armor to get
Yeah.
with that quality, so it's funny to see.
Guys, I'm not proficient with tower shields.
I don't think most
Neither
of
am
us.
I.
Yeah, I
Tower
don't
shi-
think.
Tower shields is one of those shields that only fighters are proficient in from the get-go.
Wait a second.
So
I'm gonna check something. Check something.
Sharon,
I should check
Sharon
some, I
would
should check
be.
mine too.
Yeah, Sharon would be.
Ooh.
But let me see.
Even if you are, I don't think tower shields are part of the close move.
No.
The close thing thing.
No.
Tower shields are not war priest either. I just double checked.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity.
Only pure-blooded fighters can wield tower shields off the get-go.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
one of the reasons why fighters in Pathfinder are one of my favorite fighters ever.
Because they're so malleable and proficient with literally everything except for exotic weapons.
Yes.
That tower shield is worth a fuck ton.
Yeah, it's worth
Yeah, that's
more.
pretty
Well,
valuable.
like I said, it's
Hell
that tower shield
shit.
on just on the basis of enhancement bonus. That tower shield is at least worth 4,000.
Yeah, at least.
That's
The
an
ring.
easy
Yeah,
1,000
we
for.
get like
That's an easy
1,000.
750 for
At
each
least
of us.
500. Yeah, bro. Oh, bro, we're gonna make so much money off of this one fucking expedition or slaughter.
The ring
I
and
don't
the
know.
amulet, you did not manage to beat.
Oh,
The
8,000,
Yeah, that's
800,
fair.
800, 800 GP for each of us.
Damn. I'm gonna be swimming in coins. I want to take a coin bath. At
Also,
some point.
also keep in mind that if you guys were
Being
just to just
screwed.
sell all the items from the miscellaneous items list, you would
Yeah.
also get like 14,000, 1,400 gold as well for
Okay.
miscellaneous items.
Yeah, we did see that. I did see that.
Most of that is in ballistas though.
Yeah, most of it is because of
Bang,
the fucking
bang, bang.
ballista.
But yeah, that is what you find here. Yeah, and on top of that, you also have 11 ears of the you have 11 ears of the underlings and the ear of the
Bandit
king
King.
himself. Yeah, I also have 12 bandit ears. Actually,
Yeah.
Right.
you can just count it down. Like if you guys want to, if any of you guys want to carry it, you can count it as bandit bounty ears.
Okay.
That
Let me add
works.
this up here too now. There we go.
One.
I assume I got a blanket, so I'm wrapping
You did.
Sharon in a
Yep.
shroud.
Yes.
Don't worry, you
Blessing
didn't get
it.
a
have your
blanket.
You have your picks of 12, maybe 14 different blankets.
Option.
The cleanest, thank you.
Thank you.
Then definitely the one from the king's room himself.
Oh damn! Wow.
Actually, no,
Really
wait,
make
no.
the king
I think it will be from the. I think it will actually be from the
a
gnome mage
mage.
because prestidigitation and cleaning his blanket every time.
Yeah,
Oh, true.
that would be it.
True, true.
So as
But
Vivian's in
yeah,
the process of preparing, Deanna finished loading up the cart. He's going to get on and pretty much just wait for everyone for them to be ready.
Okay.
are you guys actually? Yeah. For miscellaneous items, are the things you guys are bringing along, or are you just leaving it all be, or bring it all along?
With the cart and carriage, considering everything, at most we're gonna be bringing the ballistas, just so we have enough room for Charon's body and Vivian in the back.
So you're leaving everything behind, including the barrel of oil, the rope ladder, and the grappling hooks as well.
I have a bag of
It-
holding, Dane.
Yeah, we have a bag of holding.
Then we'll
And a
fold the rest into the
trunk.
bag of holding. We'll fill the rest into the trunk that fits without putting it into the actual wood of the carriage, and the rest into the bag of holding. Is that
I
feasible,
gotta get
Wilda?
Discord a second.
Hmm?
I get Discord a second. We have this is an option I can get.
Here, your
Whoa,
backpack.
for real?
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, right. That
No,
is that's the Sam Fisher things from the UPS game.
Yeah. The carrier backpack.
But yeah, just if you guys do have access to write stuff into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Whatever we can't fit into the trunk goes into the bag of holding, so long as it's not gonna start taking up space in the carriage. We're just again
Hold
in the
on.
main carriage, those two ballistae and Vivian Charon. Whatever we can fit into
I
the
wanna
trunk
say-
and the rest into the bag of holding.
I want to say with the amount of space that you have in the with the amount of space that you have in your huge chest in the carriage, you can basically fit everything in there.
Then all goes in there.
Yeah.
All goes
was
in
easy.
the chest. I just needed to hear those words. It all goes in the chest.
And a dragon scale plate armor is in the bag of holding.
Yeah, that's been in the bag of holding.
Yep.
So who's gonna carry the handy haversack, by the way?
Oh, I am. I'm
gotcha.
handling all of
All the stuff?
Sharon's
Okay.
stuff.
Okay, I have the list up there if you got it already. So
I haven't put it in anything yet.
okay, just letting you know, it's in Roll20. So
Yeah, I saw it.
okay.
I'm just gonna put this in the loot channel just real quick. And then I'll add it at my leisure.
Yeah, because that's all the stuff that isn't bound to him.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Ocean of grease. Goddamn grease.
I was saving it,
Well-
man.
We were.
Potion of grease.
Ocean
Yeah,
of grease.
we bought one.
Oh, right. Well, wait. Potion?
We
As in, like,
essentially
the
got it in a
magic
bottle,
grease?
but yeah.
Well, that would be an oil in that case.
No, I just wrote it
If-
down as I
if-
heard it then.
Oil of
But I guess
grease.
oil of
If it's
grease.
a-
Throw it.
If it's the magic, then it would be an oil because it's
Okay.
not something you drink; it's something you apply.
Yeah.
I apply it to the ground.
In this
at my
case, you
feet.
apply it to the ground.
All right. How you holding up, Vivian?
Let's go.
All right. Azra, you want to sit next to me as we ride, or you want to walk by the cart?
I can get on the cart.
Oh, scout. As we go.
All right. Yeah. We begin moving.
Yeah. Okay.
We need some coconuts.
So you guys start your solemn a solemn ascent, but no, the solemn ride out of the forest. I want to say you guys have been gone. I want to say it takes
A
you
day or
like
two.
I want to say you guys arrived back home on Veal Day the 7th, which would be the day of the like the proper day of the market starting. Yes. So let us take over to reuse. This is the Milltown again because that's nice. A bit more nice music. No. Nope, yeah, never mind. It has loot in it. There we go.
It's got a loot.
Okay, for that.
I'm not trying to do a magic item with
Yeah,
that.
fine. I would say just for the quality of it, roll me a craft check, even if it's not trained. Just roll me a craft check.
6.
6. Yeah, it's basically very simple. At this point, it's just tied together by string. Because
Yeah.
that's the only thing I could think of.
Well, I was thinking leather cord personally, but
yeah,
string.
basically, it's basically just a thin like string
Yeah.
like thing or a leather cord.
Attached.
You may have trimmed off like one piece of one piece of leather from one of the like leather armors of the enemy or something like that. But basically,
Yeah.
use what you had. Couldn't think of anything better to do with it. But yeah, you have that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Vivian.
But you don't know I've done this yet.
No, Deanna was just saying I'm sorry as we're in the process of writing.
Just leaning back into the carriage. I'm sorry. Sorry. But yeah.
I not only failed him, I failed them too.
You didn't
Failed
fail them.
everyone.
You didn't fail anyone, Vivian.
Everyone in my last party died. I remember that now. I failed them. I don't even know how I'm here.
The world's a mysterious place. Death's always prevalent. The only things we can do is either accept it or try and defy it with magics that man itself made with the help of another god. Maybe that's why you're here. Maybe you're here in order to help us kind of reverse the tides of fate. If you fail now, there is a chance we might be able to bring him back. Rival magic does exist here in this world as far as I know.
I know it does, but not something in my power to do. I can only treat the living. Especially in this weakened state.
We both have different purposes. You treat the living, I end it. I remember a time back during my works as a military commander, there was a moment of hesitation I had when we were in the process of fighting another kingdom for resources. An order came in for us to raise an entire village to the ground, and I had to decide whether or not to warn the people about it or do it quietly and just obliterate an entire town with my men. It's hard when you have to make choices like that. In the end, I told the people to run before my men came with torches. Managed to at least save half the people, but the others, they wanted to fight. They wanted to hold their town for as long as possible, but well, now it sits in ashes back in the 𝓲𝓪𝓷𝓮 area. Life's not easy, but we just have to live with some of the choices we make, whether it's by choice or inaction. Look at me, being all fucking emotional and philosophical. What would my commander say?
I also found a picture of what that would look like with that low craft check.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
And here's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's cute.
It's cute.
It is.
Hey, Crow, you see anything in the distance?
Not yet.
All right. Looks like we've arrived. Hey, the market's starting. I doubt we'd be able to get inside in order to get to a church. While the market's going on.
I had plans of where to lay him.
Back at that
I'll
beach,
do
I
it
assume?
after some rest.
All right. And Deanna's gonna park the carriage back at the makeshift stable and paddock. Deanna will run around back, open the cloth cover to the carriage, as will soon say, I'm gonna make some store runs in order to sell the things we got from Bandit King. Crow, you want to handle turning in the quest?
Sure, I can do that.
All right, here. Deanna will hand him the crown and the half-orc ear.
Okay. Where do I turn this in?
was
You,
like,
I was muted. God damn it, I was muted.
Oh no!
the DM muted that
Seriously?
entire
Damn,
time.
bro.
Wow.
I only just
Wow.
started speaking. And you guys kept cutting me off. I looked to the right and saw, alright, blue blinking light, I'm muted. Basically, nothing of value was lost. I wasn't saying anything. I was letting you guys do the talking. But yeah, you look over the bulletin, the bounty poster, and it does mention that, like, refer to the sheriff's office in Keystone, Magdana.
Keystone.
So
Okay.
that's
You're
going
gonna
to
have
be
to talk to
inside the walls. You guys
Oh,
aren't
so
you're
going
gonna-
to.
Yeah.
Unless you have a pass, a writ of entry, you're not going to get in there until the end of the market.
End of it. Yeah.
Oh,
Unless
right,
you
I
want
forgot
to
about that.
attempt, unless you want to try to trust one of the guards to go in for you, but then you're gonna have to trust.
If I gotta say, I don't know. I don't know how much I like that plan. It'd be too easy for them. Like, hey, boss, look what I did. Promotion.
Promotion. Yeah.
I want to make a knowledge local check to see if there's any, to see if I would recall any rumors of seedy guards in Magnamar.
Ooh, good point.
Throw me a knowledge local.
I'm sure
9,
surprised
fuck.
I have one. Yeah, wait,
I
let
hope
me
that
try,
we
let me try.
absolutely know that Vivian
we're
is not
discussing
here
this.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a good
I would-
roll?
Let me roll that
What-
too then.
So
Quick.
Deanra just being very skeptical, being from bring from the 𝓮𝓼 Kingdom, being skeptical of other societies. Yeah, just every single guard in every single place is just rotten to the core. Like you can't trust them with anything other than just
Oh my
like
god.
oh like stand here and like just try to do your job.
Stand there,
Try.
don't move, and look
Look
intimidating. That's
straight.
all you need to do.
Don't
Asray on the other hand would at least from his recollection when it comes to dealing with actually do you have point in local? Do you have a -1? I don't think you have a ranking total, Asray. So you're gonna have a 10.
Madresius
Crow on the
does.
other hand,
There you go.
he would know that when it comes to guards, it's a bit 50-50 if you're gonna get like one that genuinely cares for the people. Though they usually tend to like care for the people in their neighborhoods, like in the vicinity. It's their job to be like suspicious of strangers. But yeah, it's gonna be a crapshoot essentially if you want to like, oh, can you go and turn this in for me at the at your office
Yeah.
in Keystone?
I think it's best if we just wait to turn it in, not take a chance.
Fair enough then. I guess we're probably gonna be staying here for the entire market then, huh?
Maybe.
Well,
Look
you
at it,
guys do what
look
you
at it
need
this
to.
way. There's plenty of salt on sale.
Yeah. That's bad, but yeah, there's a
Oh,
lot of salt on
God.
sale.
Put the ears on salt.
No,
Oh,
that's
I
not
know
what he's
that.
talking about.
Okay.
Preserving the body.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mummifications. You gotta salt the body to make sure it doesn't just rot away.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought we were just gonna wait. We're talking about Charon, right? To be clear,
We're talking about Charon.
Yes.
his body. Okay. So weren't we going to just bury him outside?
Also the ear,
like, the
but-
city?
I thought
wait,
I thought you were
that's right,
talking about
that's right. No, I
the.
forgot.
I thought you were
what
talking about the
said.
bounty ears.
You feel
we
me?
were talking about-
Thank you, Will.
The
Thank
bounty
you.
ears.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll
you,
get
Will.
salt for the
Well,
ears.
Yeah, I was
But-
not thinking of salt. I would not let you salt Charon's body. I will bite you.
The
Well,
next thing
regardless.
she knows, you're gonna get the oil out and get a foul fry going on.
You have to remember,
Here,
she's
let-
technically from a monstrous race.
Yeah.
Here, let me
So,
gouge
getting
out
salt
his
out seems like-
brain.
Dane's a mind flayer, I
Anyways.
knew it.
Anyways, Deanna's gonna go into the carriage and he's gonna get the chest. And he'll ask
Okay.
Azrae for help.
Yeah, of course.
Because Deanna's got a strength score of 18. Yeah, he could get it off of there, but chances are the chest might break because of all the weight of shit inside of it.
So let's make it as easy as possible. As
Yeah,
little
let's
risk
do
as possible.
Let's just make it
Do we
easy
need
as
to
possible.
roll
We're gonna
for
go
strength?
sell what's inside the chest.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's
Okay.
do it. Let's do it.
So you guys are essentially gonna just spend a lot of time just going around like getting all these things sold.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
I mean,
Let's
Not the
They
chest,
are.
let's do
everything
this in a
inside
fun
of it.
way.
Yeah.
To
So
be
you
clear,
want-
to be
You want to save nothing.
Out of
mean, the
everything in the
great sword-
miscellaneous items that we
keep
picked
your
up,
sword. Oh yeah, yeah.
out of everything in the miscellaneous
like
items
this,
picked up, we're selling all that.
Okay.
Maybe saving
So-
one grappling hook. We got a chest inside of a chest. I find that hilarious.
Hey,
I would imagine you
We're
would have
working on
that
it.
second chest resting on top of the first one.
You know what? Maybe yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna at least save one grappling hook, because you never know when that's gonna
Okay.
come in handy.
So, just taking this on face value, you're gonna get half price from selling it like to a proper vendor. So you're gonna get 1 gold less, mark 1 grappling hook on your sheet, and just
actually,
yeeting the rest of it in.
I do want to say, can I try to? I would like to actually try and see if I can haggle the price up,
In our case,
if that's possible. If it's possible, if not, I'll still sell for base price.
I mean, here's the thing: like these are all market goods. When you get a closer inspection, a lot of these items, especially like the crates they are in, are labeled with like different insignias and different like signatures. They appear to like be coming from different like.
this is the
maybe
rich
now,
people shop essentially.
No. Like maybe now defunct like merchant companies, like
Oh,
going
okay.
from place to place, like got befelled by the bandits and like.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
No,
good
I rolled
bit.
I actually rolled a modified 14.
oh god.
Darn,
Aw,
just one
so
above,
close.
one above what
Oh.
I actually rolled, and the stream disconnected again.
so- Good lord. But yeah, I'm gonna say like you guys are, because you want to like put in the work a bit and like tell your story a bit. It's taking you a little bit longer than you would imagine. So this is actually like you are spending like a day or two on this work.
Alright, so
Wow.
what would Vivian and Crow be doing in the meantime then, seeing as me and Astray are doing this?
The entire I said as after she got rest, so after 8 hours, Vivian was going to Vivian was gonna drive to the freaking beach with Sharon.
Go to the beach.
Okay,
Now,
yeah.
to be fair,
Well,
let's-
to go to the burned out village.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is
oh,
far,
you go
far
all
ways
the,
away, but yeah.
you are going all the way down there. Okay.
Yes,
I love the
that
fact
was
that
my
she,
plan.
I love the fact
That
that
is
she
going
does
to
it,
be-
and
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
straight
sorry.
up tell you that's gonna be a 5 well, if you hustle, it's gonna be a 2 or a 3 day one-way trip.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it with a carriage with the current roads and stuff like that to get to the burnt out village, the burnt down beach town. That's gonna take you 3 days of hustling.
Okay. I will heal the
horse-
mount.
Your horse is not going to be necessarily happy, but you always you have the ability to heal it back up again when it's hurt itself. It's not necessarily going to be very happy with it, but it won't die.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that one day in, as we're selling all this stuff, we come back and the fucking cart's missing.
Yeah, they're
I would-
and they're gone. And Vivian's
I would
gone.
imagine Vivian would have said, like, I got an errand to run. I'll be back in a
A
few
message.
days.
Ugh.
She left like a fucking
She would have
note
left
where
a
we parked it.
note at the end.
Yeah, she sold everything
Well,
before she left.
So you're just rushing out by yourself.
I mean,
That's a
Crow.
I can go with it.
ha-
I can go for it.
We'll have a bonding trip.
Exactly.
Okay. Just quickly back to the selling of the goods. For the sake of convenience, and just to say for the sheer fact there happened to be a ballista enthusiast in town, you're getting 700 GP for selling all the market goods.
So after selling everything, we only got 700 out of the 1,388 we could have earned.
Yes, because when it comes to selling items like back to a vendor, the bottom line of it is you always sell at half.
Fair enough.
The idea is like you can sell it full if you have a proper shop for it. The other track just looks like someone hauled ass the opposite direction.
Seriously, so somebody stole our carriage? Or Dane's carriage? Deanna's carriage?
Deanna's gonna look.
blame-
As Deanna sees the tracks, he's gonna look inside in order to see what's going on. He finds the note. Right?
And Kage, what does the note read?
We have to bury Shara. We'll be back in a few days.
We literally have nothing. to
Technically,
do now.
I helped pay for the cart.
I know. Deanna was going to lower his head, rubbing his brow before he soon says, Vivian took the cart.
Wow, well, I am not
Okay.
surprised.
Well, that just means that we're
did
going to
Crow
need to
leave
use some of our-
behind? Did Crow leave behind the wish list
Oh.
to what he's gonna get when what he wants you people to get? Because you guys are not going to be home. Like at earliest, you guys are going to be home like the day after the market closes.
Mhm.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
So here's
Yeah,
the
was
here's
a
the
wish
one.
list left behind.
So here's the one thing with that, just to see, because most of the stuff I should have already because it's bound to me, correct? The starting gold I'm using.
Most of the stuff you should have already because of you just got off character. But if there's
Yeah.
something else like you feel like wanting to leave behind, like like try getting this, try getting this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which,
Yeah, that's
actually,
why I don't have a list, because it's like working on figuring out what I would have bound to me.
I mean, you know that Vivian wants that wand of cure light wounds.
we'll find
Well,
out.
actually, here's a question. It's actually better for that I don't remember quite well. I forget if you already have like say like a +1 armor, for example.
Yeah.
Can you later on upgrade to +1 further, or you have to buy like a full new set, like a +2 if you're at +1?
Oh, any magical item whatsoever can be built upon. And
Okay.
I've even I've gone to the point of saying like non-masterwork items can be made masterwork
Masterwork,
via
yeah.
reforging, and
Mhm.
masterwork items can be enchanted to +1. And
Okay.
any
Yeah.
+1 item can be worked upon further to add things. Like if you have a belt of mighty of incredible dexterity, you can make it a belt of physical prowess by adding
Oh.
like a +2 strength to it. Or you can make it a belt of physical perfection
Physical perfection
by
by
adding
adding
as
con.
well
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
constitution to it as well. So you have a +2 across the board. And then you
Okay.
can keep
Oh
adding,
my
like,
God.
Actually,
+2s
there
here and
is one
there, but that's
question.
gonna
I'm
be,
pretty
like-
sure there is a question I need to ask, most because of the fact we probably might have discussed it on the way back. It was just that we talked about some more important things. Did we agree as to sell the shield or not?
Like, none of us can use it.
Yeah,
Unless you
no one
want to
can-
save it if you plan to get Sharon in the future, but none of us can use that
Using
shield.
Using that shield, you would have to spend 1 feat to pick up. Exactly.
Tower shield
Exotic
proficiency, yeah.
power.
Yeah. It would also
So,
Yeah,
very
it's
much
not,
change your
it's not
fighting
in
style.
combat, and it's not a combat feat
So-
either. So that means I would need to actually spend a general feat for it.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, there's
So-
also retraining. We have that as a rule.
True.
When you have access
That
to
is
the
true.
town of Magnima, you have access to retraining.
What's up, Viv?
I mean, there's also the transferring of enchantments that we've discussed.
Oh, right.
I think
That's might have
that
been a long time ago. Yeah, about it.
It basically, if you have an enchantment and you want it on something else, you can do it. It takes a long. We have to find the random merchant in the goddamn world because
Oh,
there's
yeah,
only
right,
like one.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like there's one you can do, pay a nominal fee to transfer it from one thing to another.
Yeah, and part of me is like, that would make Vivian's shield effectively a +3.
well, we're still on that
It's
tower.
tanky.
Five versus constructs.
Uh,
Or a +5
We're so-
versus constructs.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Oh.
let's sell the
part
tower
of me
shield.
is like, I would love the enchantments off of it. But this also gives us the ability to get some things.
Like
Yeah.
we want to cure light wounds.
Yeah, like
So-
what Vivian wanted.
So 𝓬𝓪𝓷 will ask Azray if he would want to spend time doing a bit of shopping while we wait for them to return.
I mean, yeah. What else
Right.
are we going to
Oh,
do?
Also, to
Fair
be
enough.
fair, there is shopping in town.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's
So
It
also
just-
help
I
shops
do
in
want to
town.
Yeah.
I do want to ask for one thing before we focus on the two on their way to the beach.
One thing. Over and over again, Dean.
Do I need to roll anything in order to try and sell the shield for the 4,000 gold pieces? Considering the fact that I know it's one of the unmarked
4,000,
items
bro.
out of everything that we got.
What if
No,
you
that
unmarked?
was super marked.
Was it, or was it
What do you mean?
made?
What do you mean unmarked?
Oh, sigil of like a guild or person who made it, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the magical items. Well, the magical items were most likely from like adventuring gear or stuff like that. Like the marked items were all trade goods and stuff like that, like moving
See,
crates.
that's what I figured. So am I able to sell it for the full 4,000, or do I need to negotiate the
When it
price
co-
with them?
Like I told you, anything you sell back to a vendor is at half price. So the tower shield itself, selling that is going to net you like 2,000 something. Essentially, it's base price divided by 2.
Unless I...
The reason
And
The
that's
reason
why I'm
for
asking
this
if I can
is that
negotiate it higher.
I mean, you could, but then that would require a profession merchant, not necessarily an appraisal, potentially an appraisal, or like a very high diplomacy. The reason why the price is so low is because magical items are crafted based on like half the price to buy it. So you would spend essentially the same amount of money to make a tower shield of +1 Defiant, as you would actually get selling it. When it comes to non-magical items, you spend like a quarter of the price or a third of the price in silver. Then you can sell it for like half to a vendor if you want. Unless you unless you have a proper storefront, there is no like earning magic in craft. There's no earning money in crafting and selling magical items.
Fair enough. Oh, I guess we'll
And
have to sell it
besides-
for 2.
It's not a rush for you guys to sell those items.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's always a rush. Sell it for 2,000.
I mean, it'd be a little bit more than 2,000. It's like 2,090.
True, because it is a tower shield. It's just got the magic on it.
It's Tower Shield and it's Masterwork.
I've like just based on my thoughts, the just based on like the thinking and remembering, that tower shield is valued at like 4,200. So selling it will be like 2,100.
Yeah,
And
It's close to
sold to the
that.
highest bidder.
It was 5 GP, Dane.
But
That's the highest bidder you found.
No.
Before we get to
Please
that,
get
though,
more
there's a
copper.
few momentums I want to add about. So, sorry for hijacking the story a bit, but I'm gonna say that you guys decide to preamble a bit before you decide, like, looking around, seeing if there's like anything worth buying and stuff like that. And you spend your first day selling all like the miscellaneous items. The second day, you essentially just go window shopping. And because of the time, at this time when you guys are walking around, Crow and Vivian have actually arrived at the beach. You guys got a bit lucky. You did not get accosted by anyone. You got a few like weird looks when you got through Beckton, just essentially in the high huff. But when you get to the beach, one of your wagon wheels gets a bit stuck in the sand, but that's fine. You're at the beach.
hmm
But yeah, and as that happens, as you are currently like just with your shovel you brought with you, I would imagine you'd start digging a ground, or are you doing like a floating like fiery funeral?
I'd
Funeral by
bury
sea,
him.
funeral by burial. Well, it is.
Okay. So go, but so yeah, just bury a funeral by
Yeah.
burial. So all that's going on.
To be fair, if this was Vivian's, she would have done it in the river. But this is not Vivian.
Yeah.
So, so while this is happening, we zoom back. We zoom back. There we go. Back to Magnimar, where you guys are walking around with your items and such on your back, and yeah, you're just looking about the place.
Yeah,
While you guys are going like that, you just suddenly hear where you look up and you see wings flapping about. It looks like some sort
How
of
big are the wings?
big bird. And just it's far away, but the shriek is not a bird. It's more of a roar than a call.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wow. Wow.
Anything I
Aw,
need to roll?
baby's first
Anything I can roll?
dragon.
Is there anything I can roll
Oh,
to
you're gonna
identify?
Well, you can roll perception. You can roll a perception check to see what it looks like, and if you want to know what it is,
Come on.
you can roll a knowledge check. What you have.
Ooh, nice.
So
Should I roll
you,
as well? Oh.
You can roll if you want to. Yeah.
We both
Perception.
heard it and we're looking in the same direction.
Oh fuck! I
As-
didn't know it was anything.
Azray just sees like a black dot moving through the sky. Where Dienra is looking, he gets a bit of a more gets some more flashes of insight looking at this thing. He notices a red glint in the sunlight moving towards, well, not necessarily red glint, but a red glare. Something that I can only imagine being the scales of a red dragon, but it's not too big of a dragon. It doesn't look terribly big. I would say roll
what
me
knowledge?
a knowledge arcana, but I don't think you have it.
I do not have it. I got dungeoneering,
Dragons
I
have
local in nature.
Definitely don't.
Would I know anything by word of mouth from local?
No, actually,
Wow.
you could potentially, but that is if the dragon has a following, basically.
Which
my
it
God,
did.
it's a dragon. Cool.
Well,
Wait,
you say-
is it the same?
You say
don't know.
that, but you say that well, it would have had like a following, but that would suggest the size of this would be much bigger. Like a legendary dragon would at least be
Cool.
at least
Cool.
4
Blackout sun.
5 times bigger than this at least.
And okay,
See?
but with that 21, I can tell where it's moving, right?
Yeah.
With the 21 from perception, I
moving.
can tell where it's moving, right?
Oh, it's moving towards the market, definitely. From up, it's up here-ish, and it's currently moving over here. and
Deanna will
it's
look
moving
to
in that
Azrae
direction at the very least.
and then look back to the market before he soon shouts the following phrase. I'm not going to actually yell it, but he's going to say, "Everyone run! A dragon is coming!"
Oh my
And he will point it out.
Oh my god.
As you say
wow,
that,
thank you for
people
that
are already
roll, bro.
people are already somewhat panicking at this. And while people are panicking and this dragon gets closer, it is not necessarily dive bombing or anything like that. It has its sights set further beyond the bazaar.
So it's looking
And
for
when it gets, it starts going a little bit down, but it's not going in a dive. And as it's passing, like, you guys are standing here at the moment, and as it's sort of coming across this ridge here, you just see a shot of light shooting above your shoulders, heading in the direction of the dragon, spearing it straight through the lower of the skull.
Wow.
And it just
somebody
dives
one-shotted a dragon.
It just dives straight down.
Yeah, somebody just
we-
fucking one-shotted a dragon. That's cool.
And you turn back. You turn your back to the dragon. That's currently just destroyed a couple of stalls. And what you see is a extremely big individual.
Oh.
This individual is rather mighty. It looks like a massive woman made of metal and stone. She is standing, like, at the very least, at least 10, 15 feet taller than you guys are.
What?
Jane, roll me a knowledge local.
What the fuck? What? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Whoa,
25.
nice.
This looks very interesting because this looks very strange because the visual of this looks very much like a slag giant, but it's much bigger than a slag giant. And you think, like, through your hymns and laws and stuff like that from way back, and you only come to the conclusion that this has to be a storm giant of Jotun blood. This is a very, very special slag giant. Or stone giant. It's a very, very special slag giant. And it's massive. And it's a lady, and it's a lady, and she has on her head resting what looks like a welder's mask, and has on her hip what looks like a big ass hammer.
Deanna will look between her to the now fallen corpse of a dragon before he soon says, "Damn. I thought the strength was just a myth. Jesus Christ."
She reaches for her back, moving towards the carcass, and just takes out a flensing knife and starts going about and just starts stripping this dragon for scales, essentially, and all other materials.
You need any help with that? Deanna will ask calmly.
No, that's fine. I got it. Not haven't seen before, I suppose, but it was strange. They don't usually venture this close. But I reckon something that pissed it off, or at least someone. Anyways.
Deanna's gonna look over the dragon. It's red. It's a red dragon, right?
It's a red dragon, yes. It's doesn't look big. Like, it looks a little bit bigger than you, but it's not quite large size yet.
Maybe it's like the offspring of the dragon that was being worshipped at the village for the people.
That's the only thing. That's the only
It's
thing you can
possible.
think of.
How much? Deanna will take a deep breath before he'll soon ask, "How much do you know about dragons?"
Is the
Miguelito!
Deanna asking the lady?
He is asking the lady just as Ulan shows up beside them. Or does Ulan show up with Vivian?
Ulan shows up to pull out a critical failure and then leave.
He's just gonna say
Okay,
hello.
let's see what he gets.
What?
That's just one. Let me just get that real quick and just read it off for you. Okay, so
Yeah, Miguel.
we're counting
Instant.
this as a magical natural.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? All of these could actually be fitting. You either overextend yourself, you have an aching back, an upset tummy, or your magic back blasts you.
Look at that, it's fate. I have an aching back right now. Oh my god, I'm a curse.
Your character's
You
you.
become Ulan.
I believe that's called fate, but oh well.
But that does
But
beg
yeah.
the question before we do continue. Does Ulan appear in Magnum or is he appearing at the burnt down town with Vivian? Ulan does get a choice in this.
I am appearing in Epcot. I am about to go in. I just saw all of you in the call and thought I'd drop in to say hi.
Oh,
Bring
so
us
you're not
even
able
in.
to fully join, you're just coming by to say hi?
Yeah,
He
I'm
shows
just
up at the
passing by to
beach
say
and
hi.
just looks at them digging a hole, thinks to himself, you know what? I've got a bad back. I'm gonna leave him to it.
Oh, because he did that, I rolled the will check,
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
and I got a 26.
So.
26 is not enough for what I have in mind.
So
Yay!
his back
And-
breaks.
Anyways, funny
Okay.
lulls beside, how you holding up, Ulan? Glad to see you're back.
Good, it's been good. It's been a fun trip. Yesterday we were at Volcano Bay. The day before we hopped from Animal to Hollywood, and now we're going to Epcot. I just can't wait for next week's game because I really want to play with you guys.
Yeah,
They made a Muppet into a building?
I'm sorry? Say it again?
Animal. They made a Muppet into a building. Animal was a Muppet. The drummer of Electric
The
Mayhem.
drummer.
Yeah.
I do recall him
that
only
dude.
talking like that.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Where's my teeth?
Still, though, I'm glad that you're
It was
okay.
fun. Yeah. It's been a fun trip, and I can see you guys are having fun too. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna let you get back to the
we're-
stream in the game.
Well,
Cheers.
having fun's very,
too bad.
very on the nose because right now Vivian's performing funeral rites for Charon.
Charon.
Oh,
he
shit.
died.
Okay.
And
Then I
we
popped
just dealt
back
with-
in to pay my respects for Charon.
And we just watched a 𝓮𝓼 storm giant one shot of fucking
Oh yeah.
essentially a
Fucking
youngling,
One
a
shot
dragon.
at baby,
Giant.
bro.
Oh my god, wait, is that why you said if I was with Vivian digging the hole, she's burying him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ouch. Okay, then I'll be there. I'll be there helping
Oh,
her.
slag giant.
You're
Giant. Sorry, I
two-blooded
thought it was
slag
called.
giant.
I legitimately stole the cart to do this.
Yeah, she stole my fucking cart.
Our cart.
Peace out.
You're not
She's
Our
still-
cart.
my
True,
We all
horse,
chipped in
though.
for that
You're
cart, man.
an
We all
innocent
chipped.
person.
You stole my horse.
The only
though.
the only one who technically did not chip in for that is Crow.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
Technically.
But
Listen, I'm getting my benefits.
Yeah, fuck you.
he's
Just
got
like the money
he's got
episode.
the premium benefits. Okay, don't worry about him. He got the premium stuff.
Anyways, back to the story. Miguel
Back to
enjoyed
the
Disney
story.
or Epcot.
Alright, go. Bye, you guys. It was nice seeing you.
Bye.
Peace out, Mia.
Bye.
Have fun, bro. Stay safe.
Thanks, and don't go too morbid with the funeral.
We'll
We
try,
can't
we'll
promise that.
I already
try.
did.
Yeah, for real.
I'm
for
sorry.
real.
I already
Right.
cried.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
So Deanna will
I'll
ask
see you guys on
the
Discord.
yeah, on Discord. Deanna will ask the lady blacksmith what she knows about dragons.
Oh my god.
Oh, not too much, I suppose. I know a little bit about how to work materials and such. I can tell you that it looks like a whelp at least. Not necessarily biggin, but it's getting up there at least in years. Not sure where it came from, but yeah, I mean his hide might make a decent shield or two.
Well, that's good at least. It's mostly because of the fact we being me and my team had recently disturbed a shrine to a red dragon made by kobolds.
She laughs. Oh, you boys fucked up then, I suppose. Depending on.
Yeah.
Ugh. You know,
It,
dragons aren't
it,
necessarily to be trifled with. I mean, they're magical as all hell, from what I know.
yeah, I blame our paladin on this one, but nothing we can do about it. It did have a name though, from what I recall. I just wanted to see if you might recognize the name. As I need to find the name. The name. Where the fuck is it?
Do
Because
you
I have not been
remember?
updating my damn group. I have not been updating the damn group journals. Uh, like no, seriously, I fucking can't remember the name.
So this is in character. Couldn't remember Crow's name. Couldn't remember this one. I don't know, man. Seems in
Yeah,
character to
shut
me.
up. Shut up.
Well, let's have fun. Let's have fun with this because I have the name written down. Roll me an intelligence roll to try to remember.
All right. Thank you, Welduck, for at least giving me the chance. Ezra, you want to help in on this as well?
Yeah, sure.
Because you were there destroying the fucking kobolds.
I mean,
7.
yeah. Let me do that. Let me get in on that. Is it in core? Yeah.
10.
10.
For some reason, the only thing you guys can think of is Umami, the Lord of the Flies. But that doesn't
Lord
feel
of
quite right in your head.
Flies. I think that's the name of the fucking goblin.
It, well, I
Yeah,
can't
so like
remember the
you,
name.
the word in your head like that rings through is umami, but that doesn't feel quite right.
I can't remember the name, but this dragon did self-proclaim itself to be the Lord of Fires, and its main thing was it wants to essentially raise the world. Just I can't remember the name.
Well, that sounds like a standard plot for Red Dragon, if you ask me. Anyways,
Well,
Standard
this
French.
apparent dragon apparently has been scrying on our paladin. That's why that one appeared.
well, like I said magical as all hell. I suppose you lot are to blame for this little wee one here. Then she chuckles again as she just digs the
Oh,
knife into its neck and starts just
I'll take the blame
chopping
for
off
it.
some.
Yeah, you're like from
Yeah.
what I could, the brain. Judging by your gear, you have and the fact that you're planning on turning this thing's hide into a shield, you're a blacksmith, right?
Oh, a bit more than that, I suppose. I was, let's say it like this, I was blessed by my ancestors with the with the power to create. Um, Forging has always been in the blood of the blood of the slaggies, I suppose, but I'll get a bit more into it than most, I suppose, and got a bit wee bit into enchanting myself.
Well, that's good at least. I guess in order to kind of get off the topic of dragons and whatnot, and kind of segue into more business stuff. Uh, Trying to sell this shield, and I also kind of need to pick up a few things of magical specialties.
Mm.
One of my comrades needs a wand of cure light wounds, and
Well, if you wanted playing with twigs, I suppose I could try the lassie besides me. I suppose I'm more into the hard way.
I was actually about to go on to that. Would you happen to know something about making amulets of magical proportions for one's fist?
Ay, ay, ay. I might have something like that. Let's have a bit of a side tangent first, though. just to explain some things, I was alluding to a traveling blacksmith of magical proportions, and this is her.
I've been screaming it
I was
in the
waiting.
Discord.
Yes. So this is going to be the person with the capabilities to essentially resize your gear, transfer over enchantments for a nominal fee, and all that fun stuff.
This is the hoe I need.
On top of that, because of what because of how like you left behind the items in the chest, you didn't take them with you. Vivian, I believe we owe you 3 instances of. Actually, I suppose both Crow and Vivian has 3 instances to check out the amulet and the ring.
Yeah, okay, I can roll for it.
Yeah,
if you want
I
to do
would
it
have left
fast.
the amulet ring with him.
Well, here's the thing: no one said it picked it up, therefore it landed in the chest.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
saying, yeah, I
Oh,
would
right.
have left it with him. The only thing I'm carrying with me is
There's,
the tower shield.
there's also a bundle. There's also a bundle of 5 arrows you have yet to identify as well. So roll me 9 spellcraft checks each.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Kage,
Okay,
you want
I'm
to
gonna
go first?
start with
You-
the first 3 that I've already
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, go for it. Then I'll go after you.
Okay,
Dollar.
25, 12, and 11.
25.
I'll type it.
Yeah, type it. It's
25 will
easier.
be enough for the amulet. And this is partially the reason why I did a bit of a side tangent right then and there.
God
Because
damn
you're
it.
wanting you wanted an amulet of mighty fist, and I actually placed one in there. It may not be the
The
one you
question
want,
is,
but it's the one that I randomly rolled.
Uh,
This amulet
It's Dex.
is just one moment while I update the name.
Okay, go for it.
Oh god, what
Would you
enchantment does
like
it give the
to?
fists?
Would you like to read it yourself, Dane?
hi.
This special ability can be placed upon melee weapons.
Vicious.
When a vicious weapon strikes an opponent, creates a flash of disruptive energy that resonates between the opponent and the wielder. This energy deals an extra 2d6 points of damage to the opponent and 1d6 damage to the wielder. This is a
Fun
good
fact.
trade-off.
Fun fact. My first ever Pathfinder D&D character, Dane rolled me this magic enchantment on my weapon.
Wow.
Yeah, I gave him a vicious 9-ring
Guys,
broadsword.
I have good news.
How high?
Ra has a next slot.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
God damn it, she's about to take my damn amulet of mighty... No, wait, the mighty fist won't work on natural weapons. You need an amulet of
do.
natural something.
No, it's Mighty Fists.
Really? Damn.
There are several
Also, damn.
items that does it. Mighty Fist enhances both natural and unarmed attacks.
Ah.
But yeah.
Because unarmed counts as a melee weapon.
Crow, give me 2 for the first day on the
Okay.
on the ring and the arrows.
1, 2. Oh my
Oh,
god,
oh.
these rolls, man.
So let's start off with the easiest one of the 2.
Okay.
These arrows right here. Plus
Ooh.
1 Bane arrows for animals.
Ooh. That's good for hunting.
That's good. Yeah.
Though these, to remind you, these arrows were from the goblin that blew itself up in the face of the enemy.
And these were 9 arrows, right?
Fucking hell.
How many arrows were these again?
9.
5 pieces.
5.
Oh,
Okay.
5.
Yes.
All right.
And the ring itself, the ring is a bit of a gimmick, but also kind of interesting. It's a salt spray ring.
Salt
A
spray
mithril ring engraved with a pattern of rolling waves. This encircles the entire band. The salt spray ring is immune to rust, both from natural oxidation and rust caused by magical effects. Upon command, the ring emits a thick vapor that continuously surrounds the owner as per obscuring mist, except that the mist has a 10-foot radius from the wearer, and moves with the wearer as he moves. The mist is exceedingly wet and extinguishes all non-magical fires in the area. The magical fires and the creatures of magical subtype are not dispelled and is not adversely affected by the mist, but they do not find their comfortable experience. The mist
Okay.
does not permit aquatic creatures without the amphibious quality to breathe out of water, but it does make creatures wet and remove the negative effects of being dry. It can be activated and turned off as a standard action, and the ring doesn't work underwater, and
Oh.
it has a base value of 4,500.
Oh wow,
God.
it's a ring that Vivian can bathe with.
Well, it's a salt spray ring. It's very. It basically is like a sea mist.
Yeah, that would hurt Vivian.
Oh right, because she's a
This doesn't
freshwater
really
frog,
hurt,
isn't
though.
she?
It doesn't-
All
like-
Gripply are
like-
freshwater.
Like the ring says, like it has a salty smell to it, but not necessarily. It's not necessarily salty. Like it won't adversely affect anyone, basically. But
Yeah.
you might find like it's both kind of wet and like afterwards feel like a bit dry and crusty.
Okay.
But yeah, that is what you have. If you
Uh,
want to, if the owner still wants to procure an amulet of mighty fist from this lady, he can. But I'm just telling you this like right now, so like you don't unneedingly spend money on an item. This might technically be like game breaking a bit, but you are also like connected by shadow. So something in your mind tells you like, well, maybe not right now. Like maybe we can wait a bit to buy this item.
True, but
Gosh.
the reason as to why I wanted a ring of an amulet of mighty fist is primarily so I can have my fist perpetually on fire. But here, seeing that vicious is it's very good.
You.
The only thing is, will Vivian
by the
This gives
way-
Raw good damage if it hits too. So
Yeah.
This is currently on Raw. She would give it to you if you asked.
just for now, since you're not here to use it,
It looks
makes
really
sense.
fancy on him.
This bitch
He
took
looks-
my
looks
damn
very
amulet, put it on a
dapper.
damn man.
It looks fancy.
He looks dangerous. He looks dangerous. That's my absolute qualities.
I
Does
mean,
Viv
he
have
was
his bow?
a daredevil.
Does Viv have a bow or no?
I am currently wielding a composite longbow.
Then you can have the arrows too.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
you can even have the ring. Honestly, it works better for you, honestly, than anything else.
The ring?
Actually,
Yeah, I think so, right?
I
No, not really.
No, you don't want the
know you said
concealment.
you work with hardware. Do you believe is
We'll talk
this is gonna
privately.
sound weird?
Yeah.
It's gonna sound weird, but do you also do belts?
Do you believe in magic?
Shut up. I do believe in magic. Do you happen to also work
Wondering-
on belts?
Wondrous item, magical items, basically anything that's not a potion or a twig, I suppose. Not a possibility, the odd arrow, but that's fletching, ain't it?
Yeah.
Basically, this lady is a craftsman. She has this is where I'm gonna bring it into the like account of like buying magical items. Like if she has it in stock, if she has it at a discount, but cursed, has it available on clearance or not available at all.
By the way, what the hell does
using
she
the-
look like?
Actually, to give you like, I'm gonna give you an image of how a slag giant looks, because the slag
Please.
giants like. Okay, so here is one of the official ones. Like giants generally like just looks like big people, and this lady looks bigger than most big people. This is a slag giant. Now imagine that, but like double the size. You see like the forge off to the right.
Yeah, I see what the slag giant looks like. Nice. And Jotun blooded. That means she's got like blue skin, right?
She might have some Jotun blooded. She might just like when it comes to Jotun blooded creatures, it's that they have the blood going through them. Doesn't necessarily change the
okay.
skin color.
Okay. Well,
if
it was
you
more or
were,
less
like-
questioning because storm giants and whatnot.
No, slag. Jotun.
Yeah.
Jotun blood. Jotuns are not storm giant.
All right. Well, anyways,
Yeah.
Jenna will pose the question: do you happen to have any belts of strength?
Let us roll to see if she does. I'm gonna.
As Jenna will follow her to her stall.
she roots around a bit. And let's see here. Yes, she does have a belt, a +2 belt of strength, available for purchase at a nominal price. A normal price, non-cursed. Believe me, trust me, it's true. But yeah, this would be about 4,000 if you would want to buy it. +2 belt.
Deanna looks into his wallet.
A couple of flies fly out. Gold-eating flies.
They took my gold again.
Yeah, dag nabbit.
He left his wallet in the chest.
I mean, to be fair, he hasn't asked the important question.
What's the important question?
Will you be here after the market?
I was going to
That's
ask her that
when
afterwards
some of them.
anyways. Ask her that afterwards
Okay.
anyways. Oh, okay.
Never sees her again.
Out of character question. How much is a +1 buckler? That's like
+1 buckler, like the magical effects of it is 1,000.
so I'd only be able to sell it
In
for
addition
500.
to the master art cost as well.
Yes. So when it comes to magical magical weapons and magical armor and shields, weapons have +1 of 2,000 plus 300 for the
8,000.
masterwork. So 2,000, 8,000, then 16, I want to say.
Oh, also,
And then
question.
when it comes to the armors, it is 1,000, 4,000, 8,000 for +1, +2, +3.
Also, question in regards to that. So, I haven't done this in a while, so just to refine myself. You have to get +1 first, and then you buy an enchantment if you want to get, say, like flaming or something like that, right?
The price listed is a total price, and when it comes to the magical and magical additives, when it comes to most weapons, not including the Amulet Mighty Fist, it starts with like 2,000 getting a +1, and then you need to have 6,000 to add onto it with a +2, or making it like giving it a +1 enchantment essentially.
Okay. And
Fair
so
enough.
then along that line, it's like if you want to get +2 enchantment, you got to get to +2 first, and then you buy the enchantment, right? Essentially.
No.
No?
Basically, because it's a math thing. It's
Yeah.
Pathfinder. It's a math thing. So you
Mhm.
have +1, a +1 item with a +1 ability is a +2 item as a whole. A
Yeah.
+1 item with a +2 ability, like for example +1 shocking burst, is a +3 weapon. But it doesn't need to have. It does not need to have +2 to have a +2 ability on it. It just needs to be magical before
Okay.
you can add onto it.
You just
Yeah,
need a
but if it's
+1, and then you
pl-
can get different levels.
Yeah, but if it's like a +2 ability, you're paying for basically 2 enchantment levels.
Yeah, it's expensive, but
Yeah, no, like
you're paying for a +3 minimum.
yeah.
okay. So
Alright.
This
Also,
is important to keep in mind. I want to say, enhancements is +5 is the biggest. Total enchantment level is +10. So you can
Yeah.
have.
oh, okay.
You can
Gotcha.
have, for example, like +5 Warple. That is
Yeah.
the highest you can go, or you can have
Mhm.
5 different small ones on it.
I
Gotcha.
unfortunately don't have enough money. I'm
Matt.
sorry.
Oh, that's it.
Thank
If you want to hook, if you want to get to it, I suppose, at a later date, I do have a well, there was a bit of a wee advertisement as it were. She goes into her breast pocket in her vest and pulls out like a small little map sort of thing. I tend to be walking about a bit, and I have sourced and made myself a bit of a wee bit of a locator map. If you want to be finding out where I'm going to be setting up shop next.
All right then. Thank you. I assume this means that you won't be sticking around after the market.
Oh, I usually stick around a few days afterwards, I suppose. Travel for me is, let's just say it, a bit easier for most folks. Let's just say it's all in the rest and leave it at that.
That's fair enough. Again, thank you, and hopefully I can purchase something next time. He'll say as he kind of rubs the back of his head after putting the locator map in his inventory. I never caught your name.
Well, if you don't catch, the name's Mum.
Mum, as in M-U-M?
MOON. MOON. I got it from a random giant name generator, and I thought that's a fitting name. Name's Mum.
M-O-O-N
But yeah,
or
if you go
M-O-O-M?
MOON. Moom or Mum, as he would call it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Anyways, if everyone catch me before I leave, we at least know where I'm going next. She winks at just finger guns the map that you're holding.
Fair enough. Thank you. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, we still need to buy that wand of cure light wounds.
She goes.
He'll tell Azray.
She goes back to the. She goes back to the dragon and starts flancing again.
That was. That's an interesting giant. I'll say that to the least.
That's for sure. Yeah.
What?
Meanwhile,
I kind of like her. Entertaining.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back with Vivian and Crow.
It feels so tempting to say roll a will save, but I have no good reason to say it, so I'm not going to say it.
I was gonna say fucking do it.
I have no reason to. Not yet.
Yeah. That's a key word there.
Oh, I just realized something horrible. So if Ra's now vicious, does that mean he has like great teeth in his mouth? That's horrifying.
No, his tongue's temporarily a spike for the moment.
I keep thinking of it as like whenever he bites, it's sort of a small implosion followed by a wave of force happens every time he like does an attack.
Okay.
So like
that's
he noms
gonna make him
and
chewing
then,
things.
Yeah, so he noms it and then it just sort of sucks in on itself and explodes out.
I just love imagining the fact that Crow and Vivian just help put Kara on to rest, and all of a sudden, they're now enamoring over Ra now just having this vicious amulet and just looking a bit more scary.
Well, to be fair, we're still doing that. We basically sent the two priests of the party left to go to a funeral.
Pretty much,
Pretty much.
I assume Crow is doing a dance.
Oh yeah. Kind of prayer dance like that, yeah.
He's doing the dance of his people.
Literally dancing on his grave.
I'll do a performance for it too. Let me just do that quick.
Behold the dance of the drow people.
Well, it's because of his god.
It's not particularly attractive to look at this current dance.
He's doing the Russian dance.
Yeah.
He's doing the Russian dance, just kicking his legs out while just crossing his arms.
Doing the collection.
Dang, I know what you're talking about now.
Thank you, Strive. At least you recognize what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, no, we're doing a thing. I heard dice going, so I assume random encounters, because we're probably spending a decent 2 hours there.
I was just rolling to see if the wand was on clearance or not.
Ah, okay.
Spoiler alert: it isn't.
All right, so how much is it going to be?
You're not buying a cursed wand.
It's not cursed.
It's labeled as a cure. It's labeled with a sellotape. It says cure light with the L backwards. Cure light wounds. You peel it back and it says inflict light wounds.
Oh no! Just crossed out. There's a little tape thing covering the actual word.
The funny thing is that I don't think either me or Ghost can actually use that one. Use
No,
inflict
I don't.
wounds.
I'm not neutral. I'm
Here's-
chaotic, so I can't. I'm good. I mean,
Here is what I'll actually give this a bit of thought, because on a technicality, like using the item already has the charge in it. From a morality standpoint, yeah, that's not going to be too bad. That's not going to be too good for you. But like, you're not getting the power from it. It's the thing with the opposing alignment spell, is that like you can't cast it because it's opposed to your god. But the spell is still on your spell list. You can use a wand to use it, but that's going to give you negative karma with your god, basically.
But wait,
So
wait,
you can use
wouldn't that?
opposing. You can use
So-
alignment opposed spells if it is in scroll, potion, or wand form, but that would be, like I said, diametrically opposed to your alignment, and that would make you one step closer to essentially falling out of favor.
yeah.
That would make us stop smelling like baked goods and more smelling like evil.
Yes.
Don't know where to put it.
Oh, I mean, we both have aura of alignment.
Yeah, we do have a chaotic good one, but yeah.
We had a little bit of a talk about this yesterday, and we found out that lawful evil smells like a number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
Well, wait. You got okay. Both you actually are able to cast inflict and cure light wounds without it actually opposing because of something else. It doesn't have the fucking evil. They don't have evil or good descriptors.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I'm
Inflict light
looking
wounds
at the
does have
spells
the
right
evil
now.
descriptor.
I'm looking at inflict light wounds right now. It just says school
If you look at the
necromancy
fat
doesn't have
top.
descriptors.
Oh yeah, this one doesn't have a descriptor.
Yeah,
But
they
it
don't
does-
have. Like if you go cure light
That's
wounds,
strange
its only
because when I-
descriptor is
When I
healing.
looked at it last night, it definitely had one.
Here, let me check out
the
archives
only
and
reason-
this. They
The
might
reason
have.
I'm not sure if I can is because of the fact that like I'm just gonna look for it right now, quick, because I have it somewhere in my spell casting. Like for example, I can like spontaneous cast an inflict wound because I'm not evil or neutral.
Yeah, that doesn't say that you can't cast,
Can't cast
it,
the spell.
though.
No, I'm just saying that's where I saw this part. But yeah.
Yeah, unless like something says
is
that you
very
can't actively
strange.
cast it, then
That is very strange because
That's the only
I could have sworn like when I was halfly in a daze last night trying to sleep, but keeping looking at Pathfinder stuff.
well,
I could have sworn that I read that inflict light wounds had the evil alignment on it. But oh well.
yeah, no.
Maybe it
but
doesn't
you wanna know
have
why?
the evil alignment because there are like vampires and stuff.
Dan Pierce who heal from it anyways.
Bottom line, just my point still
But-
stands. When it comes to alignment opposed spells, you can't cast them like by being given them to by your deity. You can cast them via potion scrolls or wands, but essentially it would tear at your relationship with it and essentially lead to an alignment shift.
The only reason why I brought it up is most because of one very important thing, Wildick, and that is Ainz is able to cast both. And that's in a different Pathfinder game altogether, but it's the fact of still a war priest casting both spells.
I want to
Anyways.
find the evil descriptor.
You guys have a wagon to get out of the mud.
Yes,
Yes,
you
we
guys
do.
Get the fucking carriage out of the sand.
Hey, you're not here.
We can
I
chill for a
know.
while, you know. To get-
Waggity is stuck and needs help getting unstuck. Horsey McHorsington is at least unhurt.
Oh,
I
Well,
didn't
we
even
will
have to
use
name it. I love it.
restraint for basically as a jack
oh no.
because he's squat.
It's like, oh no, this is gonna be
Poor
interesting.
Froggo. Oh, poor Froggo. At least cast Stone Skin him in first. Like, come on.
I
I
have
don't have
it.
that yet. It's a high level spell, man.
Yeah. He's also got burning on. It'll be fine.
Everything's fine.
Well, I'm just going to give you an automatic like circumstantial +2 to strength for that.
Okay.
I'm also going to give you a +2 from the horse also pulling. which one of you guys is doing essentially the deadlift on this wagon?
How much did you? I think you were gonna go.
Dex.
Yeah, since your dex. Okay, it's me.
My strength is not.
I was like,
impressive.
how much did you sink your strength?
Listen, the stats were frozen. I would have made it higher, but I need to keep 2 frozen, so that's one of the ones I kept frozen.
Yeah, but which one did you sink? Or how
let's see.
far did you sink it in there?
Well, my
okay,
lowest stat is an
11.
11, and that's my strength.
No, your lowest stat is a 10, which is your charisma.
Yeah, but plus 2 charisma. Plus 2 to
Okay.
charisma. It's a trial, surprisingly.
So
Okay.
So, is the other person giving aid, or are they just standing by and not doing anything to hurt or harm?
Not doing anything to hurt our arm is what I'm doing.
Okay.
It sounds like a channel is coming into the future.
Rolling strength +5. Or +4, sorry, +4.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, total number is double the bonus.
The total number is double the bonus, so you rolled an 8.
No,
Oh,
I rolled an 8 total.
You rolled 8
Oh
total.
wow.
Um,
2 4s, huh?
that is quite a bit below. I'm gonna say that. Oh goodness.
Did I
Oh,
throw
no.
my back?
Something like that, yeah. I want to say that either you strain your arms or something bad happens to Ram, one or the other.
Me.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Give me options presented. Ra's too precious for this world.
Let me roll this die.
Ra's a good boy.
Yeah, Ra's too precious. That's what I'm saying.
So you try your best, and you lay your back into it again, and you strain yourself to the point of 2 points of strength damage.
Oof.
Eek.
Okay. And then Vivian's like, "Oh, my back."
You okay? Do you need help or anything?
Just- He puts up a finger.
Just a moment.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Don't croak on me.
Oh no, man.
Ah. Oh! We need to get this out. Okay. She would try again. I assume there's even more penalties.
No, basically, you strained yourself by rolling badly. You getting strength damage. Trying again. Same modifiers. It's just that you have one less modifier now.
I'll try to assist this time around because I see you hurting. So what's the check again?
Start by rolling me a strength check. Your DC is
Okay.
10 to aid.
Sorry, it was a 10. Modified.
Nope. Hinder. Hinder.
That's a -2.
Yeah.
So your total bonus is just 2 now.
What happened?
I'm scared.
This is gonna be fun.
Wow.
We both got a
Stop
five.
hitting each other.
Wow.
Another
See,
2
this is
points
why
of
you
strength
don't
strain.
walk away with the car without the strength guys there.
Hold on, damage.
Maybe we should
Just
have,
damage, not drain. Drain is magical.
maybe we should just have Raw attempting this. 'Cause,
You roll for
uh,
I want the
pretty
Vivian.
Yeah, no, Vivian and Crow have the same strength right now.
wait, oh my god, that's almost
Those are
damage.
weak
Oh
links.
no.
Yeah,
Pathetic
my
weak
strength's
links.
only a 15.
Oh yeah.
That actually doesn't.
I had to put
Oh
a 17 in that to get
my
it to a
God.
15.
Yeah,
Wow.
I feel you. I feel you.
Oh my God.
So isn't it
One
again?
last time if I go negative.
I want to say if you fail one more time, if you fail spectacularly one more time, you're gonna be too tired to even help. Essentially, your limbs are too sore.
That's fine. Guys,
Yeah.
I got a 14.
Nice.
Hey.
Hey, a decent
A,
roll.
a 14 modified or a 14 blank?
I got a 10 on the dice.
You got a 10 of the dice, and you know what? I'll be friendly. I was thinking thinking I had 15, but enough tries. You just barely manage to pull it out and get it back on solid land. The back wheel gets
Brock
stuck,
gives
but at least it's not going to be a crutch, so you just pull them out like when going forwards.
nuzzles.
Doesn't heal any strength damage, and a nice rest will though.
Morale heal.
Look, her ego is a little wounded right there. He
The honest way
cures
isn't her ego wounded.
emotional damage.
He
He is good boy.
He cures
Very
6
good
points
boy.
of emotional damage.
Woo!
But yeah.
Okay. We should get going back.
For sure.
Let me roll some encounters, some encounter chances. That is a 7. That's 5. Yep, no encounters on the way back. You guys got lucky.
Yay!
I love how they encountered a dragon
Well,
and we
to be
went
fair, it
on
was
like an
mum.
excursion.
You know, I'm not surprised.
So
So
making
I
good
come back
time.
with 1 strength damage.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised considering
make-
everything.
you make your time and you end up getting back at doing nighttime. The horse is not looking too happy, but at least it is being healed every so often. I would imagine at least.
I got a 13 on handle animal to make it a bit happier.
Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot, but at least it's not
Yeah.
hostile. It's a bit nonplussed. It would like some rest. You essentially been pushing it for 6 days.
Yeah, I know.
As they come back,
Yeah,
the first thing that they see in town is Gienner in the process of his night training.
Yeah, it's nighttime, and most, if not all of the tents and such are gone. Pretty much the only sound that permeates. Actually, we get the night music going on. Sudden abrupt stop. Let's see. I don't think night can be good, is it? Nope. That's Bungo's. Not Bungo's Bay. This one? Yes. Lovely. Basically, the only sound you guys hear is like a murmur here and there and steady clanging of an anvil. And the occasional "hya" from 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼 as he just punched the air over and over again.
Oh, not just punching, but he's roundhouse kicking the air and whatnot.
He's giving the air what for. He's playing with forces he cannot comprehend, just waiting to just 15 invisible stalkers standing behind him, rather nonplussed.
No, he probably sees the cart come in. I assume because I did not change any of my spells that I have just been on watch consistently. Because I have keep watch.
Which, by the way, the
I
only
hadn't
light
slept
that's
in 4 days.
the only light that's on is the current torch that 𝓓𝓪𝓷 stabbed in the ground.
I would imagine actually the ride to the burnt down Sandtown. I would imagine that would be basically almost one stretch. You just pushing. Well, you rode like more into the night than you usually would. Essentially, until your horse almost could barely like move anymore, and then you would heal it up and like have it rest up, and then start again like after it's been one night's rest. But
Yeah.
You've been pushing that thing to its limits. It is looking longingly at the stables and is I would say it is regretting the days that it ever got bought, but it can't have such complex feelings. Not yet, anyways.
I mean,
Give it back.
it could have enough feelings that it would nip at Vivian.
Deanna just sees how haggard the horse looks, and he's going to kind of get it into the stable.
Vivian's doing that.
I know. He's walking alongside the horse, and it's in the process of preparing the horse feed. There you go. I'm sorry that they pushed you so hard, as he'll pet the horse. Take it easy, you. You've earned it. And while the cart is now inside, he's going to unstrap the horse, get it to a stable for it to rest.
It notices that Ra looks dangerously handsome.
Vivian, I appreciate the fact that you left a note. By the way, out of character, how much does that wand of cure light wounds cost, by the way?
750.
Yeah, 750.
Oh, easy.
Half that if you make it yourself.
Yeah, but 750.
So 50 out of Deanna's pocket, 700 out of everything that we just sold. Got it. I just wanted to make sure I subtracted the amount.
To be fair, we were gonna split that evenly 5 ways.
Well, you can
Yeah,
just
what are you saying is that's basically 700 of that was the miscellaneous items being sold.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys caught it as well, but it was like 406 something from just the enemies.
For experience? Or the gold?
No, 406 gold pieces from the looted bodies.
Oh, we didn't. Oh,
Like,
right.
you
We
guys
haven't
caught
split that yet. We have not split that yet.
Yeah. So technically, you could say it's 350 left to split between you after buying the 356 left. Or splitting yeah.
I'll take that.
And then you also have the masterwork items you have yet to go through and sell, but I think we could do that off it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that. We can do that offline. Vivian, I appreciate you leaving a note, but please don't just jet while we're gone next time. I actually legit got worried.
Dan, make a perception check.
You want me to make a perception check?
Yeah,
All right.
against Vivian. Because she's
16.
kind of trying to hide it, but not really.
Roll me a stealth then. Or post stealth. Or sleight of hand, actually. Even though
Okay.
you can't roll, you technically can't roll that untrained.
I don't have it. Natural 20.
Ooh.
So,
What's
not
your,
really doing
what's
that
your-
well to hide, huh? Bullshit.
What's your armor check penalties, though?
None.
Wow.
You got a heavy steel, don't you?
Heavy wooden.
Shield.
An agile breastplate is -4.
Except it has
Masterwork would make it a -3.
+1 makes it a -2.
No, because Masterwork and +1 is basically the same, but one is magical. So, with a +1 would act as a Masterwork, but also, at least as how I remember it.
Not seeing an armor check penalty there, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I look at stealth, and on the new sheet, and it just says I have a +3.
I just
I
realized
might
I've
be
been on mute.
let's see.
Wow.
I was gonna ask, do you have the traits that reduces armor check penalty by 1 or no?
Oh no.
Okay, because I know Karen had that,
Yeah,
so
so
I was asking.
Heavy wooden is a -2, and agile brace is a -4. I would say with +1 on both of them, that would reduce it like by 2, but still that would be a
Still
-4
beat the
penalty.
DC.
Well, but you are the defender.
DC.
He's the runner, so
Yeah.
he beat
Yeah.
your DC 16 plus 16. He basically sees you sort of like slightly holding your hand over the thing that you're hiding.
I have a +1 to stealth because I'm a Gripply.
Yes, but
think.
this is sleight of hand that I was talking about, not stealth.
Oh,
But
well. Yeah, sleight of hand has the -4. I was going based off stealth.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay,
I
so
said stealth first, but then I remembered to myself, well, sleight of hand makes more sense because you're actively trying to hide something. Like with your hands, not like hiding your whole body.
Well,
So-
it's more
hiding.
moving by.
What-
Whatever.
so just if Deanna beat the DC, what is it that she's actually hiding that he could see?
The feather thing that she made out of Charon's feathers.
It's like a feather lock, like
Yeah.
a hair lock with feathers.
Feather lock. Yeah, like
He won't call her out on it. Instead, he'll look over to Ra and notice the amulet on him before he soon says, "Oh, you managed to find out what that amulet is.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?"
It makes his mouth go boom.
Well, we didn't see his mouth go boom. It increases the damage that you do with natural weapons.
Really? That's actually kind of convenient. I was asking about one earlier because something like that also improves unarmed damage, or rather, the damage of my fists. Which, by the way, I managed to find a friendly slag giant here.
That's nice, Deanna. I legitimately haven't slept in in 6 days.
Well, what I'm about to tell you might make you not sleep for another night. Then
what happened?
you remember that dragon you were telling us all about?
That was a
So that-
private conversation between me and Sharon.
That you had while I was in the room.
Well, it was important then.
Yeah. I'm saying, remember the dragon that apparently scryed upon you?
I remember.
Apparently, unless you didn't see it on your way into town, because its corpse probably wandered away, or was used by a slag giant, a smaller dragon happened to show up.
Were you
The
scared of
red
it?
scales. No, I wasn't scared, especially after warning the town about it, or rather the market folks, up until Mom managed to obliterate it with one blow. That's the name
You
of the
find
slag
your
giant,
mom
by the way.
here?
No, that's the name of the slag giant.
You sure?
Moom, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Mom.
Shut up. But
yeah, I think
anyway,
I think for dramatic effect, she would have given you like a tiny scale like of the end, like tail end of or something like that. Just something as a bit of a memento or something like that.
which will then
Here's
hold up
also
then.
the funny thing. I did not write the did not write down the name.
You destroyed a shrine and you don't even write down the name. What the fuck, Cloggy?
Oh my
Listen,
god.
right
Well,
now the name so
usually-
you can track you.
Yeah.
Anyways, Deanna will show Vivian the scale before he soon says, once it finds out that its kin Larry just got obliterated here, this town's probably going to be in more trouble. Shouldn't stay here long.
horse needs a few days to rest. You wanted to go in the city anyway.
Yeah, I need to figure out what I need to get to the library. But just future reference, just to warn you about what's been going on. Oh, also, he'll reach into his back pocket and pull out a small stick before he hands it over to Vivian. A wand to cure light wounds.
Thank you.
Also, can I have
I wish
that in
you
here?
hadn't
I
been
would
so
really like to
busy.
punch it.
Don't take someone's head off. Okay?
I'm not gonna take anyone's head off. Trust me.
She raises an eyebrow.
It was just the one time, all right? We saw what happened. But anyways,
Ra and I are just gonna go and rest, okay?
you're gonna do that. There shouldn't be that much excitement left in town now that the market's over, so...
While I'm sad to have missed it, he needed to be laid to rest.
I know. And sorry that I couldn't get you anything, Crow. I couldn't understand the wish list you left behind.
I have my own gear. It's fine.
Alright. Well, we
But
got
it's seeing
rooms set
Crow's
up over...
dance. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was nothing. Don't worry.
Deanna will look between Vivian and then Crow before he shrugs. Well, thankfully the rooms over at the closed inn are still available. I'm sure the lady there wouldn't mind giving you Charon's room.
Didn't Charon share a room with you?
He did, yeah. Well, I
To be
guess I
fair,
wouldn't mind
you
sharing a room with you.
have the keys still. You have the keys to the rooms. Yeah.
Come on, let's get some rest for the night. We got a long day tomorrow, but here in Magnamar, especially now that the city will be back open.
I also would
General...
like to see the armorer.
Oh, thankfully she'd still be in town. I just don't know where exactly, but... He then holds up the locator map. With this, we can easily find her. And put it back into his pocket.
Okay.
And I assume we're gonna rest for the night.
Vivian finally takes off her armor, basically, after 6 days.
Not too bad. To be fair, you have not been extraining yourself too much, with the exception of a little bit in the middle there. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Crow.
Yeah.
Ian asks as he's in the process of laying his bed, staring at the ceiling. How are the funeral rites?
They were fine. Why?
Just asking. Thank you.
Did you
Or I
want to
hope
be there?
everyone rest. Yeah, I did want to be there.
Yeah, that's the least I could do.
Good night, Crow.
Right.
Damn it,
And
being
as you guys-
Deanna at that point actually got me to tear up. Fuck.
As you guys are walking, actually, towards the inn. Actually, one more. Need to. There's a little thing I need to write first. It'll take a few seconds.
Okay.
Oh man, what I just said was after we got to the inn.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
That's
I would
fine.
imagine you guys would be doing that, like, while walking into it, or walking towards it, rather. Wait,
To be
essentially-
fair, I imagine them laying in bed and Deanna asked that question.
Yeah, that's how I was
Just-
imagining it.
through a hole in the wall. You gotta go different
We're
rooms.
sharing the room. No, we were sharing the room. Like
No,
Deanna and
we
Karen
got
did.
3 rooms. Deanna and Karen got a room. Ulan and Azra got a room. And then Vivian got her own room because she's female.
And she has Raw.
And a cat is meowing through the door.
Wow.
To be fair, Ra's on the bed basically.
Yeah.
So,
like,
what was it that you wanted to type out before we continue?
it's just some job. I'm maybe doing some part time as a vaccine guard again. This coming winter, this coming spring. But yeah. So,
Oh, that's good
what I
news.
wanted to say was that as you guys are moving to the inn, you notice a familiar face on the left side of the road. You see Lily, the lady that you guys escorted essentially to this place. Oh, hi there. I suppose it's a bit of a fancy meeting you guys here because I thought I would ask you guys if you are actually going home like tomorrow or if you guys are staying longer.
We have
As
some
Vivian's
things we-
hair is like everywhere.
We have some things we need to take care of in Magnamar. If
Alright,
you
that's
don't
fine
mind
then.
waiting a little bit before we escort you back.
Well, you say a little bit, but how much are you talking? Like day or
2 days tops.
That's it, right?
I think 2 days might be pushing it a little bit.
Look, if 2 days
Yeah.
are pushing it, I'll pay for your room and board personally. That way you don't have to worry about that much here.
Yeah, but this is about room and board and more about like I got orders to fill back home and all that.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair
like
point.
it's not like you guys are the only ones. I'll just get another group to help me out. You have a lovely time in Magnimar. I highly suggest you have a look around yourself.
Oh,
I
everyone said
appreciate it.
hi.
Everyone?
Let's just say we flew through Becton.
Ah.
2 times.
I did notice some blur flying past like about 6 days ago. 6 or 7.
Yeah, that was them.
Oh,
That was them.
Hey, it
But
only
thank
took
you.
us like 3 days each way.
But thank you for understanding, and hopefully you have a safe travel back. We dealt with the Bandit King, as Deanna will hold up the crown and ear.
Oh, did you know?
Well, no, not Deanna.
That's a nice.
He'll gesture to Crow to show her.
That's a nasty bit of work.
Yeah, we got a little fuzzy at the end.
We lost. And then she just goes into the inn.
We lost a dear friend.
Oh, that is. Lord, you guys are not going to have the best week. Good lord.
Yeah. But
Yeah, you
At least now-
you take. No, don't need to bother about little me. I'll find someone else to help me guard the path. So you guys take all the time you need.
thanks, Lily. You be safe on the way back, and again, the
Oh,
roads
was
should
that?
be safe for the time being.
Well, so was the
Next Bandit
wolves out
King.
there.
Yeah. The next time the Bandit King shows up, though, Deanna will raise up his right hand, squeezing tightly. I'll make sure to remind him that there shouldn't be any bandits around here.
Little does the enemy know that druid is a reincarnation druid and is actually.
Oh
still
no!
alive.
Oh no!
I jest.
Oh no!
Oh my
He
god.
was,
I'm gonna stab that fucker through the heart again.
It was level 4 at best. Reincarnation druids can't reincarnate unless they're level 6.
Okay.
Alright. Anyways, now we get to the bedtime. Deanna's small conversation with Crow, and then skip the night.
I'm gonna call it a quick recess because I need to use the bathroom.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Alright, guys. While you have recess, I need a help decision: rapier or draw razor, because I can get either or right now.
Well,
I don't know
first
what
let
a
me put
draw
the actual
razor
stream on pause.
does.
It's low. happened to you that first day? Or the bandit cart?
Blue Winnies.
It's
God
not Blue
damn
Winnies
it, drow
exactly, it's a
poison.
worse attack, actually. It's not Blue Winnies exactly, it's a drow poison bolt.
Good lord.
Gotcha. Anyways, we're back live.
Yeah. They're expensive as hell though. 100 GP per bolt.
I'm not shocked.
Well, to be fair, you didn't buy the bolts. You bought the bottles of
Poison.
poison. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to apply the poison before using the bolts, because otherwise, like, if you just poison the bolts and like move around with it, they're gonna be better, worse off essentially. But yeah, anyways.
Oh wait, so I can actually get it cheaper then. Okay, that's actually better.
No,
Because the poison
saying,
itself
like-
is 75 GP. The bolts is 100
oh
GP.
wait, you can actually buy the balls like properly already poisoned.
Yes, you could.
Ah. But anyways, yeah, just basically doing it yourself comes with problems.
Yeah, true. You have to apply it. At least I'm immune to poison, but yeah, to my own dry poison specifically. But yeah, or not immune. I can affect myself when I'm doing a piece of a drow racial trait. That's what I meant to say.
Yay!
Yay.
Exactly. This one right here. Oops.
But yeah,
Daybreak.
oh, it is real day the 14th. The night passed with no like external complication. No visions in the night, no screaming nightmares. Well, unless you want to have one yourself. But the night passes peacefully.
And we're at full health, right? Because it's been a week.
I am.
except for-
I would say definitely you would be at full health, yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
I was gonna say I'm at full health. I finally healed all that strength damage.
I have 51 HP, dog. Holy shit.
Oh, you're right, yeah, because this would be the 4th day, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Let's see here. I'm just going through the Magnima thing. Let's see. You guys would want to for the museums and libraries, chances are you would like to go to the capital district, because that's the district of the of artists.
That's
The
what library
Dockways
is, right?
sort of like that's what I would believe. Yes, I'm just going through it, just making sure. So you have Dockways being more or less like the understand that's like
Shipping.
a merchant's quarter. Yeah, merchant's quarter. Keystone is one residential district. The Alabaster district is essentially the rich part of the city. Let's see, the low cleft here would be the rubble. So that is the so low cleft would be like the slums. Keystone would be like, well, let's say low cleft would be slums. Low cleft would be the essentially low district. Medium district, Keystone. I'm trying to find out what Naos is. Grand Arch, the new money district. That's another merchant's quarter, I guess. Or like a semi-noble. Then we have Ordelia down here, which is the foreigner district. So that's from people that are not necessarily Varasians themselves or from Varasia. And going based on this, yeah, more than likely you're gonna have a good chance to find like the library that you're looking for in either the capital district or like maybe the Dockways if you want to find a bookstore.
All right,
The,
this is a big city place.
I would imagine
I
the administrative you would find administrative offices basically in almost any. Probably in Keystone or in Beacon's Point is where you would be wanting to get your passports if you want to do that.
Do I still hear the hammering in the distance?
Every so often, yes. I suppose. Yeah. You look over and you basically only see one stall left. Well, one stall that's still standing and that is not being like packed down at the moment.
Do you mind if I go see the armor or that lady really quick?
Yeah, sure. You can go see Moon.
And can I take the shield with me?
Sure, go ahead.
I strap it to the side of Raw.
If you guys would,
Because
if you guys are going to the museum first or to the library first, you might just want to enter via Niles. So just passing her on the way and just going over here.
oh, okay. So like here.
Yeah, like she will be like around the crossroads around there-ish.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Okay, I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mum would be here, and probably the easiest entrance to get to the museum would be like over here. Just keep the stride.
Yeah.
We're gonna need passports, so
Well, the
No,
market's over.
the market is over, so the entry is free. But the passport
Nice.
would help you like get into the city during like a market or like an event that's happening outside the wall.
I mean, it wouldn't be a
Sure.
bad idea, but
Unnecessary.
yeah.
alright. Crow. There should be the ministry office in Keystone. Go. Ew. Why don't you go ahead and turn that in? I'm gonna make my way to the library. Ezra, what are you doing?
That's a damn good question. I'll probably check out the library as well. Maybe there's some, I don't know, something interesting there.
Why don't you go with Crow? He might need the company.
Sure. Yeah, sure, of course.
Alright. We'll meet back up. We'll meet back up at the closed inn. How about that?
Sounds like a
In the
plan.
corner inn?
No,
Yeah.
the closed inn.
What?
The inn that is like literally here. The closed inn.
Oh.
Huh.
Alright. We'll meet back up there. Got it?
Let's do it.
Alright. Break. And Gienra goes running off. In order to go through Naus in order to get to the library in the capital district.
Okay. For the sake of Miguel, I told him that like regardless like if he's here when you guys go to the museum to the library or not, he also have an errand to go and get there. But yeah, so he is technically like materialized as well and following the Enra to go to the museum or to go to the library.
Oh,
Oh.
gosh, Dragon Quest all over again.
I get a roll, don't I?
I would not imagine you would be
Okay.
there for that.
Okay.
Do I need a roll?
I mean, he's just sort of appearing behind you. If you want to roll, you can, yeah.
Nah.
The reason why I'm not having Vivian
With
is
with all of our
because
allies just with all of our allies just randomly appearing, this would be kind of normal to Gienra.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it feels normal to you, yes, but it's to like if you want to like try to find it something weird, then the roll is up to you. It's like either submit or you try to go again. The reason I'm not having Vivian rolling is because she's preoccupied with Mum while this.
Yeah. I'll skip on the roll.
Okay.
I mean, also, technically, can you even make the roll? I think it's above a 30. I don't
Oh,
even
told you-
think I can make the roll.
I told you before
There
that
are
a natural 20 is always a success.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, certain
Yes.
circumstances does help lowering the difficulty check, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things, like, it's not going to be like a one check you're done. It's going to be like, if you succeed on a check, it's going to be like one chink in the armor. And get enough chinks, and the illusion will shatter.
Oh, so the first DC is probably the hardest.
Yeah, that's like it's the first one is always going to be the hardest, and from there it's going to get easier.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm basically wearing a shadow on my side that I think looks normal.
I will
Anyways.
say this, like after giving some after some time, the like some time after, just off the cuff, after some time of Sharon's death, his body did stabilize, as in like in bird form, when in
Oh,
stretch
okay.
form.
Okay. To save some time and in order to also buy me some time, if Deanna finds a library, he would go inside and specifically ask and look for books relating to Winterhaven and the Lenormand Kingdom.
Okay.
That way, in case he does find something odd, you can focus on the other guys first.
I will say this, just to like do it right quick. This is basically going to be your day. You're going to be spending your day just walking around trying to get directions to libraries, just checking a few of them. And your luck is not that great. Like, there's not a whole lot. Like, you would recall this like about your own like about Winterhaven. You would recall it as more or less like I would imagine Winterhaven to be more or less a reclusive place. They don't necessarily treat with outsiders a whole lot. They usually keep to themselves. That's at least what I would imagine. And yeah, to that regard, you don't necessarily find a whole lot on it. What you do find, you find one little, you do find one little library that does have some stuff about the 𝓮𝓼 Kings, and you find a small section in there upon Winterhaven where it lists like the name of the lineage which you recall, the name of the lineage of your liege, essentially one of the 𝓮𝓼 Kings. Well, one of the lesser ones. You also have some small snippets about Winterhaven as like town, what its industry is like what's its main exports are, and a little like map as well over where it's supposedly like to be around, like where it's supposed to be on the map, and sort of what it looks like map wise. There's not a whole lot on Winterhaven. It wasn't a big place. They rather kept to themselves.
All right. Well, at the very least, they got the book. Maybe I should check the bookstore next time.
Roll me a D100.
11.
Yeah, you don't. Oh yeah, you don't find that book in the bookstore. You don't even find a traveler's guide to 𝓮𝓼 Kingdom. At least not
All right,
this.
so the only book I have is the one I got from that small library.
Yeah, and that was basically like a small little, and that was an overall, not necessarily a travel guide, but more or less like a small there's a small like not necessarily a history book, but like there's a small book on the 𝓮𝓼 Kingdom.
All right. Well, that is my day, so guess I'll spend the rest of the night reading the book while waiting for the others.
Okay. Vivian, you going to see Mom?
Hmm?
Well, that's looked like a familiar shield.
Oh, hello.
Don't suppose you were you were part of the dragon calling crew, right?
I'm the reason the dragon's here. Yeah.
That would explain your armor. Anyways, what can I do you for us?
Well, I'm looking to sell something. And I don't know. I'm just looking around, seeing what there is. As I will pull out the dragon scale plate mail out of the bag of holding.
So you go into the bag of holding. You pull out the scale mail, and it feels warm.
Ooh.
Anyways, that's that.
Put it down like as fast as I can.
Oh no, it doesn't hurt. It just feels warm.
I know, it feels weird to her. Yes, I'm wanting to sell this. For some reason, it feels warm.
She chuckles a bit. Well, I suppose it is a red dragon hide, I suppose.
It also was the center of the shrine I made sure to take down.
Indeed. See, what did we value this? See,
It was expensive as shit.
I want to say like at the very least you could sell it for like 2,000. Or that's like low end.
Hold
Dragon
on.
hide, special materials, dragon hide. Blah blah blah.
It costs twice as much as the masterwork armor of the same type. So then we need to go over.
Yeah, so that would be when it comes to a full plate. That would be so that would be like just buying this.
Yeah.
Would be like 2,000. So yeah, you can sell it for like 1,000. Let's call it 1,500. You could sell it for. Let's call it that.
It would be 1,650.
Ah, never mind then.
Cause the armor's 1,500 plus the masterwork is 150 because it's armor.
I forgot because there's one other system I believe where full play is 900. So yeah, so you can sell for about 1,700 then, yeah. That's a nice piece of work. You should have bad with it. I think it'd fit you perfectly actually, with a bit of fine tuning.
I can't stand to go without my current armor.
Ah, I suppose that's fine, I suppose.
But I was just hoping to look and see what kind of weapons you have. And if there's... This is a really nice shield, and I can't use it as I point to the the tower shield.
She laughs. Well, I suppose, yeah, you can fit 4 you lasses on top of that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Well,
mean, there is something we can do about that, I suppose. With me,
Ribbit?
with my abilities at my possession, I believe I have a few options. I mean, for one,
Ribbit?
I can resize it. I can resize it for a little fee, and well, I'll say little. Suppose for some of you adventuring types, it might whilst that'd be a little, but to most folks, it's expensive as well. But then again, magical items. On the other hand, if you'd rather not have it, well, if we would rather not have that, but rather like what its effects are, I could, for a little bit of a larger fee, could transfer over to another magical item of your choice, seeing as if it's eligible. Which, for judging by my eyes, your shield might be quite suitable by itself.
Her big eyes get bigger. How much is the fee?
Okay, so now let's talk mechanics a bit.
Okay.
I've been thinking a bit on how to go about doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Because the idea is that you already have, like, if you already have a +1 weapon or a +1 shield, to get up to a +3 to a +2, that would be essentially like 3,000 like investment. And I'm thinking to myself that it might be a decent trade-off to essentially say like you don't want to have like move it +2 from one weapon to another, like, or +1 enchantment from one weapon to another. And I'm thinking it might be decent to, I guess, make it a half price discount, like going from a +1 weapon to a +2 weapon. That's going to be 6,000 in. But if you have like a weapon you can't use but an effect that you do want, and you already have a magical weapon, that's essentially going to be 3,000 instead, going from a +1 to a +1 with flaming, for example.
Oh.
So with this shield, your shield would go
Yeah.
from a +1 heavy wooden shield to a +1 heavy wooden defiant shield for the price of 1,500.
Think I just traded some plate mail for a better shield. Oh.
It works.
So that explains about
Equal
it, at least.
exchange.
Well, almost. Equivalent exchange with a leg left over.
Yeah, I mean, there's 150 left over.
Damn.
Oh, I actually really want that. But it's so no, it's not even that expensive.
It's not. For what you're getting, it's not that expensive.
No, it really isn't. And then technically the tower shield would still have a +1? Or
The
no?
tower shield will be a +5, like +5 shield AC, and it will be a +7 versus constructs.
No. I'm asking what the enchantment left on the tower shield would be.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I would imagine it would make sense to have the enchantment like when you're moving it from one place to another.
Yeah.
It would just lose that so we go from a +1 defiant to just a +1.
That is still sellable.
It is, and you get a bonus for your
500.
hunting.
Yeah. Oh, I think I gotta do it, guys. I'm sorry. I think I gotta do it.
Go for it.
Not 500.
Yeah,
Tower
do what
shield
you gotta
is
do.
50, I want to say.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand we probably won't go against a lot of things, but it's still technically a +2 weapon. Or shield.
Will be good if we go back down there with the pin brooch too.
Yeah.
You can sell the remainder of the tower shield for 680.
I think that's
Effectively, like an 800 enchantment is what you're doing in total if you sell a shield.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I have to. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, no, I would love that Golem's Bane brooch. I actually had it in Rise of the Rune Lords.
The Golem's Bane Scarab.
Yeah. Never came into effect, but I had it. But
Yes,
just
we're all in
having
agreement that the scale mail, the full plate is now sold.
the full plate was definitely traded for getting that enchantment.
Sell that.
Yeah.
Actually, let's just go through and end this with going through and seeing what items you guys want to keep and what items you want to sell and what items do you want. Like, do you want to repair the silver dagger, for example?
Oh yes, we need to do that. I totes forgot.
Let's see here, because when it comes to repairing that dagger, you would essentially be hiring a mage essentially to cast a spell for you.
Well, didn't Ulan just get mending? Or is it too broken?
Let's see here, because the thing is, he would need to be a mage of a certain level, and right now he's a 4th level mage, and that dagger, if I remember correctly, that is a bit out of his league. I want to say it was.
Okay, that's fine.
When it can, he needs to be a little bit higher when it comes to the mending. Let's see here. Mending. Magical items. Oh.
Bounce them for Vivian Kage.
You must have the cast level equal to or higher than the object.
Chat. Okay.
And I want to say.
Okay.
if I just check up returning weapon, as in the magical
Ooh.
ability, that does say caster level 7.
Okay, so he'd need 3 more levels.
Yeah. And the casting 7.
Not to
but
mention, that's a lot of
buying
money.
Honestly, it's not.
But then, like buying spellcasting services, it's not as it is not as bad as you think it might be.
Still.
Because spellcasting is caster level times spell level times 10, and cantrips are rated as half level. So caster level, like you want a 7 level spell times 10 is 70, and then half that 35 gold pieces to cast mending once.
Yeah, and then it's a returning dagger.
And because this is a +1 returning, it would have HP of a dagger, which I want to say is 5 plus 20. So we will have 25 HP. And mending would repair 1d4 hit points. If the object has a broken condition, the condition is removed. If the object restores at least half of its hit points. Alternatively, you could buy a Make Whole spell. Make Whole would do 1d6 per caster level, so up to a maximum of 5d6. That is a 2nd level spell, which would be 150, I want to say, if I did my math right. 150 for one casting of Mending 7th level. And yeah, that would at least get it up to like half, I would imagine. So get it out of broken.
Okay, so you called it a Defiant Golem Shield?
I suppose the proper word to say it is it would be a +1 construct defiant.
Construct Defiant. Okay, thank you.
Yes. +1 construct defying shield.
Yeah. Well, I can't change the name of the shield, but in that buffer effect section, I'm creating a Construct Defiant shield where I can add a +2 enhancement.
And then don't forget the two to DR as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there is actually a DR, but there's not.
There is one, but it's off to the side.
Off to the side. Oh, automated notes, saves in DC or AC. So
But yeah. I suppose let's go through like the animal bane arrows. You guys want to keep those for later or want to sell them?
I kind of want to keep them.
Pretty good for an emergency, you know.
Yeah, there's some scary animals out there.
Okay. The +1 buckler.
I can take that if no one wants it.
I thought Dane was using it.
Oh, is Dane using it?
Dane's using a heavy steel shield. Last I remember.
I use a heavy steel shield, yes.
I'll take the +1 buckler. I can use the shields.
Okay. Let me get it. Let me take it out of my inventory then.
Give that
Because
over
I
to.
literally had the entire time.
Just holding on to it.
The cracked opalescent white pyramid.
So that's the thing that gives us the
No weapon familiarity.
yeah.
It's if you wanted to be in, pretty much.
No, I don't.
You can sell it for $750.
Yeah,
say
I
sell
think
it.
we should
I don't
do
need it.
that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna use gnome weaponry then.
Buy battle ladder, I guess.
Maybe another game.
Well,
We should also probably sell that salt spray ring.
well, if you read what me and Ghost were talking about,
Actually, like
Mulan
the
can maybe
people,
use it.
I would actually say this. Probably one of the people that can benefit the most from this would be 𝓮𝓪𝓷𝓮, because 𝓮𝓪𝓷 can use can get blind fighting as a martial flexibility feat.
well, that's also true. I didn't even think of 𝓮𝓵.
True. So I'd say keep the ring. A few
Yeah.
people in the party could use it.
Oh wait, obscuring mist? So that means I actually get concealment?
Yes,
Yes.
10 feet.
Like
And
10
it's
feet.
bullshit.
like anything that is not standing next to you has 50% concealment. If something is right next to you, that's 20%.
So side note,
Alright.
Kage, it says buckler works perfectly with my hand crossbow.
And you have
Well, I do
if you
have-
have blind fighting,
Oh,
yes,
that's nice.
they would
Mhm.
have concealment versus you as well, but you would have to roll, you would roll twice with blind fighting.
You should
I do have-
modify the buckler with the hook.
I do have to ask something about the salt spray ring then.
Yes.
If I do activate it, does that also mean I could still run up to the enemies ahead?
Activating it and
Oh.
deactivating it is a standard action.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
It's like
once I
saying,
activate it, I can move up to them regardless, right?
Oh yeah,
I can still see them.
Travels with you.
The mist travels with you, but like if you see before you activate it, you would know the terrain, but you will have difficulty seeing past it.
Ah,
That's why it
That's
was
fair.
suggested blind fight.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you
better
can
to
pick
get-
up feats whenever you want.
Also,
Yeah,
think
but-
about it this way: if you run into like a big sniper nest and activate it, that means they can't target your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but better to give it to Ulan, who has the lowest AC out of all of us. I mean, mostly because at the very least, 𝓮𝓵𝓷, yes, he could pick up blind fighting, but he also has access to deflect arrows.
Okay, so you're keeping the salt spray ring for now.
Yeah, we're keeping it.
Yeah, we're keeping it.
One
for
of
now.
us is going to use it. One of us is going to use it.
The divine shield's gone, so we can sell. We can not archive. Delete that.
What shield's gone?
The divine shield was transferred to Vivian,
And
how
then
she was sold. Ring of swimming, +5 competency bonus to swimming.
I thought we gave that to Ulan.
I'm just double checking, just going through.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we gave it to Ulan.
Yeah,
swear we gave that to Ulan.
we'll keep it with him. Yeah.
Okay. And last, but not least, I suppose, we can go. Well, I still haven't gotten a straight answer if you guys want to repair the silver dagger or not.
I do, yeah.
Dane said yeah.
Yeah, we're repairing it.
Okay.
Dane, put that in the Discord.
Say what?
More than likely, you would be better off buying make whole rather than mending.
Okay, how much would that cost?
Like I said, it's a second level spell.
Mm-hmm.
You want to cast it at. It's a second level spell. You want to cast it at. Play this. There we go.
Sorry.
Second level times 7 because cast level times 10 for the times 10 for just 10 GP, and each casting of mending. Actually, no, we would have to be 7 because repairing it. But yeah, it will be 140 per casting.
And if we use make whole,
Per
mending.
Sorry, that's per. That is per make whole, and it will be for a 5d6 of health per casting. And you would need to get. It's currently the dagger is currently at 0 hit points.
Mhm.
You would
Understandably.
Yeah.
You would need it to get to at least 13 to make it not broken.
Okay. Let's do my magic dice, people.
Okay. 5d6.
Remember, these are the same dice as that do your lay on hand.
Oh no.
Okay, so I needed 13.
13 would make it not broken, yes.
I got 15.
Hey.
So the dagger is 3 points away from being broken. Do you want to try again, or do you want to just leave it at that?
Looking at the party number, let's go again.
Okay.
I would, because again, this is going to Ulan because he's the throwing person.
Like I said before, I do believe there's a decent reason to give this to Azrael as well, because
Yeah.
damage would.
That's true. That one is an 18.
18.
It's fully healed.
So it is full health.
Yep.
You spent a total
Of 280 on that.
280
So we should have 1,150.
And that we
From
gotta
that.
split up, huh?
Wait,
Go
is that
through-
including the original 406 from before? Or?
No, I didn't add that in. I can add
Well,
the
356 because I
Oh,
did use 50
356.
of that.
Okay. So then,
now it does. Oh, hold on. I made a slight miscalculation. It's
Okay.
been fixed. I forgot to add a plus.
it's good. Okay, so what's the
There
total
were
now then?
lots of negatives.
Yeah.
1506. We could technically buy plate mail.
Technically. uh,
And you know what? You want to know what's more
Uh,
hilarious, guys?
what?
We still have
Did-
all the combat loot to sell.
I was about to say, like, that was the last big thing I was thinking about we could tackle before calling it a night.
I was gonna
Yeah, that'd be
say, what about the
Mhm.
Brooch of Shielding?
You can hawk it off for 75, essentially. 75 gold, or use it to absorb 10 points
Magic
of magic
missile.
missile.
You could. Do you have an amulet? Viver now.
No,
It could be
I
good for you because that's one of the ways people can get past your AC.
I mean, they can get past it anyway.
No, I'm just saying because magic missile also hits. It's like helps
Yeah,
get rid of some
it's a
guaranteed
photo
damage
hit.
against you.
Yeah, so here's my thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
It all depends on how they view Vivian. Because usually a smart opponent, which would normally have like magic missile, will go after the healer.
And you are I'm a backup healer, but you are the main healer.
I am the main healer. That
Yeah.
well, me.
Here's
They
the
go
thing,
after the healer.
both of you
Sorry, go
guys are healers that look like fighters. I would
Yes.
say on the priority
I'm literally a
scale,
fighter
you guys
healer.
are
So yeah.
you guys are basically equal when it comes to like priority of being attacked for being the healer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I have a lower AC though. I think it's better for you just because of the fact like they want to see you as high AC and a healer. So you're gonna be the hardest people for their friends to hit. They're smart.
Okay, I can take it.
Okay.
Hold on. So now I have I actually am completely slotless, and so is Raw.
I can get the 𝓮𝓼 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓽 then, if that's alright.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Is everyone else fine with that?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going through and just picking out all the items from the combat loot and just adding the masterwork bonus values together. Because I do believe you guys wanted to sell everything except for the masterwork great sword, which you guys were going to give to Azrael.
Yeah, Azrael wants that.
Yeah,
Yes.
it'd be great for him.
I will say we do have enough to enchant armor to +1.
No, true, we do.
Yeah.
I'm already
Or
there
have
if I'm
enough in order to
what's
get
going
a
on.
single special wondrous item from her.
We only have 1,500 right now.
Actually, is
Wait, give me
Azrael's
one
armor
second.
in-
We sell the stuff.
Okay.
I honestly hold on, Azrael, what's your armor?
You say BRB 1 sec.
God damn it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Some of
say
them
if he doesn't have
sheets.
+1, we can give him
His
+1.
armor is masterwork scale mail.
Oh.
If he gets a +1 in, but I don't know if he wants to
Yeah.
keep scale mail or not. Before I can
1500
buy
is enough to up his
it's enough
medium
to.
armor.
It's.
So we'll
I'm
ask
just
him what he
wondering.
wants to do.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he wants to keep scale mail or wants to switch to a different one if we're gonna do it, because we can technically
Yeah.
buy new armor, masterwork, and enchanter for him all at once.
Well,
Yeah.
if he wants to switch out to breastplate, there is a masterwork breastplate in the combat loot that is medium size.
All right, all
Oh.
right.
Her breastplate. Excellent.
All right, let me see. So scale mail. Well, yeah, it gives him +1 more AC, so that would be an upgrade for
Mhm.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say if you want to, we can give you a magic breastplate with the money we got, Azure.
Magic breastplate?
Yeah, we'd bring
you
it
get
to
+1.
+1.
You essentially get +2 to your AC right now if we did that.
Damn. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that.
I did a roundup and I got to 900 gold pieces when after
Damn.
having sold all the masterwork stuff and composite stuff from the combat loot.
Okay, is that including the breastplate?
That would you would say
Well-
include the breastplate. That would include the scale mail that you
Okay.
exchange
Yeah.
for the resume.
Yeah, no,
I just did like a just a general like addition to the end.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah,
left
no.
Left over
There's-
would be oil of magic potion, some cure
Mhm.
stuff, some scrolls, alchemist fire, thunderstone, and a spell book.
We should keep those. We should keep those.
The spell book contains charm person, color spray, grease, sleep, dancing lights, ghost sound, and mage hand.
Well,
Yeah, that's
to
useful.
be fair, are any of us actually going to?
None of you
Have-
are spell book.
Yeah,
Well,
none of us are
I-
spellbook users.
I prepare, but yeah, I'm not spellbook.
None
Yeah.
of us are spellbook users, so we gotta hawk it.
Ah, true.
I mean, let's be 100% fair here, though. Hawking a spellbook is a decent bit of
Money.
cash.
Yeah.
Especially
We're
given the
also-
fact that it's set up with magic.
Just judging a spell book as a collection of scrolls, that is 4 first level scrolls in there,
Mhm.
plus 3 like
Cantrips.
plus 3 cantrips. So that will be 200. 200. Let's see here. What it will be 3 times. Let's just call it 15.
Yeah.
So 3 times 15. That will be 45. Plus 200, and half that, and you could sell that for a tidy. Let's just call it 225
Okay.
GP.
Wait, 225 or 125?
Well, 125 GP. Sorry.
Okay.
245 would be the 245, like rounded up to 250, being the price
Okay.
of the
Full price. Yeah. Okay.
So we are now up to a +1 weapon.
Oh, true. We
I
are.
think, yeah. Yeah, we are.
Or two plus 1 armors.
That's true.
Yeah. So wait,
On top of
let's do
that-
this then.
You also
We know-
have
Sorry.
you have when it comes to scrolls, you have 6 scrolls of first level and 1 scroll of second level.
We had to identify those, don't we?
No, because
Those
read
we know.
magic.
Oh, okay.
With read magic, you just know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't know.
I'm being generous.
I have read magic, so either way.
Oh no way!
There we go.
Oh, it
That's
scrolls are 25. I was thinking of we sold that spellbook for more than it was worth, but oh well, that's fine. So these scrolls together would be 150 for the first level. For the first levels, adding on another 150 for the second level. If you just want to sell all the scrolls, you're going to get 150 total.
Yeah, I was gonna take those 2 potions of cure light wounds.
Let me see what's the scrolls again. This guy's
Yeah.
self-expedious, invisibility. Those are pretty good scrolls, though.
They
Yeah.
are, and I think most of them are actually on Azray's spell list.
Yeah, I'd keep those scrolls. Those scrolls
You know
are
what?
pretty good on his side.
You know what?
Okay.
Seeing as how we're also selling stuff, might as well sell the long spear small I have ahead at the side of my standard
You
backpack.
might as well.
Might as well. I don't use it. I might as well just sell it.
Okay, but now that we're like are roughly this total, which is very unlikely we're going to get 500 more GP since we're not signing scrolls. Who in our group doesn't have magic armor besides Azure?
I want to say
Ulan.
Ulan.
But
Ulan,
that's because
okay.
he can't wear armor.
He can't wear.
Really?
Can summon more armor though.
He's
Oh,
he's a
wow.
spiritualist. I want to say he can wear light.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Because we can
Uh,
get 2 +1 armors for one for each of them. Then if we did that.
Yeah, he can do light armor. Let me see what I'm in his sheet right now. Let me see what he's
Yeah,
got.
He can wear
Doesn't
light.
need
Okay.
DMs.
He has the Lemire leather, but he doesn't say masterwork.
Okay.
Let's get
That's where
that
it's not
for
too
some.
bad
Let's
for.
get.
Keep in
Wait a
mind,
second.
Azrae and Ulan started at second level.
Yeah, they start the
Yeah.
lowest level pretty much, so they had the lowest gold starting.
Let's
Yeah, I say
second
buy
Yeah.
them the
level.
stuff.
let's get Ulan some fucking chain shirt going.
Well,
Ooh.
for Ulan, let's wait for him to come back. Tell him like, hey, we're paying for you to get magic armor +1. You get to choose what type you want to get, and we'll leave it like that for him.
that sounds good. I
We're
do
gonna
really
wear
Also,
this
to
appreciate
chain
that
be
shirt,
money.
like it.
fair, Mithril chain is only like 1,100.
Okay.
Or Mithril chain shirt, I believe.
Here's the thing. Mithril
I may
chain
not
shirt
be
will
in
be wasted
town.
on Mithril chain shirt will be wasted on Ulan because he's not an arcane spellcaster, and Mithril
Yeah.
chain shirt is a spellcasting item.
Mm.
And if he's already getting light armor, then there's no point. If it was medium, then yeah. But
Well, he can't wear. Technically,
Yeah,
I
that's the thing.
suppose like it would count as light for the purposes of like speed and stuff, but it was still medium armor.
yeah, exactly.
He's not
Mithril would
proficient.
be better for like one of like for me or you, for example, or something like that. More martial ones. But
Look, I would love to get this breastplate Mithril.
but yeah, that's why I think we should keep just plain just magic +1 for him.
Giving Vivian a Mithril full plate would be amazing, but that would be
It would be.
expensive as
It'd
hell.
be great. We'll do that in the future for sure.
One day in the
no,
future,
I
we'll
can't
get it.
ever get rid of my breastplate.
Hey, you hang it up on the wall. You just don't always wear it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can exchange. You can exchange. You just can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
To be fair, now we have a bag of holding and the handy haversack.
so you can totally hold it on to, and you're good.
Yeah.
So
Let me
Yeah.
go into the loot chat and see if there was anything in there that could be.
Making heavy armor with Mithril is plus 9,000.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's fucking
exactly. So
expensive.
that's future prospect. We're gonna do that. All right, so Perry, are you down for your
Does-
+1 armor?
Yeah,
Does
fuck yeah.
Okay.
does Azrae
I
have sleeping
believe.
armor?
I left the
Hell
studded
no.
leather if he needs one. So
Yeah, that's what I was asking. If he doesn't need it.
So we're just selling the stuff and then we're calling it here, right?
yeah, that's all we're
Yeah.
doing. We're not doing anything more.
Because we're streaming still right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They
fine.
can hear us.
This is for the nerds.
Inventory.
Mm,
Masterwork small chain shirt. Was that my new sleeping armor?
Yeah.
I need to go change my inventory. Well, the nice thing about the new sheet is that with equipment, you
yeah.
can put it where it is. So I can either like a bag of holding,
Yeah.
I just put like a B under there or B under where it is and I know where it is.
And that,
Nice.
the weight of it goes to the bag of holding and not to your character weight for the
Yeah.
calculations.
It's pretty sweet.
That's one of the reasons. That's one of the other reasons why I absolutely love that sheet. It makes
Yeah.
like notifying which is where. That's amazing. But yeah.
Okay. Also, just double check again for pricing thing. So the breastplate in the inventory is already masterwork, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the
So then it's just
breastplate of
1,000.
Azrae would be masterwork.
Okay, so then just 1,000 for Azrae's then. Minus
Just
1,000
1,000 to make
GP.
it. Just 1,000 make it masterwork. Yeah.
By the way, are we gonna sell that dragon
Or
plate mail, or
+1
are we
magic.
gonna get that resized for
Oh, we don't-
Vivian?
It's already sold.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just
Yeah,
want to make sure because
so-
it's still in my inventory.
So Dane, the tower shield, to get the enchantment moved over was the price of basically the
Almost the
plate
entire.
mail.
Ah.
So we legitimately just transferred over the enchantment and then sold a +1 tower shield.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Out of the plate mail and the tower shield, we legitimately got 680.
Yeah.
So basically, with all the loot that we had, we got Vivian effectively a +2 shield. And then we're gonna get the 2 boys +1 armor.
Yeah, to catch him up a bit. Gear-wise, at
Yeah.
least.
Also, I just realized I got a lot of potions. I like this.
Also,
I like the potions I got.
part of me is just like, nah, it just needs to go on an average 𝓬𝓪𝓷𝓛 I
Mm.
just want to say that did go through my mind.
I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so that means we're-
basically, you'd get an extra damage if we +1'd your hammer, and then we could put other shit on it.
What do you mean by other shit? Like amulets
As in,
and
we can make it on
crap?
fire. We can give
flaming,
it freezing.
corrosive, shocking.
Oh,
This is fire dice.
Tetra.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
Oh, you can do that.
yeah, there's some really cool shit you can do with armors and shields,
Yeah, it
or
sounds
armor,
like
shields,
it.
and weapons.
I
Jesus
think
fuck.
I should call the stream here.
Dane,
I will say one
Yes.
thing to end off the stream.
okay, I want to say another thing too.
Just as a thematic thing, you guys are finished. Like you guys are finished dealing with this lady, who essentially like, oh, she already has like a +1 on hand. You can exchange it for this. So you change it for that. And when you guys are finished, she takes off a little tablecloth, takes off a little like handkerchief out of her pocket, folds it out onto the floor, and just a hole appears in there. She just starts pushing all her setup into it, folds the hole back into a handkerchief, puts it in her pocket, bows goodbye, and snapping her finger, she just sort of whisks away in a teleporty fashion.
She's got a portable hole. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I could have ended the campaign by jumping in with a bag of holding.
Oh my god. Okay.
What?
Like she'd let
Okay.
you.
She shot a dragon down in a single strike of a weapon, weapon or
Yeah.
attack that you didn't identify.
She one
I would
shot
not
it.
risk your chances.
Oh, I assumed that she would have grabbed me. Well, thank you everyone for tuning into this stream during Christmas week. We hope that you have a happy holiday,
Make sure to
and we
get
hope
your
that you have a happy
vaccines.
new year. You know, vaccines are important. Stay safe. Wear a mask. The typical shit that I usually say.
Don't be a Karen.
Yep.
For the love of God, don't be
Bye,
a Karen.
everyone.
Words to be
See ya.
words to
Let's go raid Estelle. He's playing some Dark Souls right
We
now.
find out Dane's demographics all Karens.
I swear, if they were, I would end this chat. I would end this entire thing. Like Karen,
Just
only
raise it
Karens are
all,
watching
start
me.
today.
God. All right, let's go raid Estelle.
Also, we didn't discuss one thing.
What?
Who's holding Charon's handy haversack?
You are.
It's one of you guys.
Yeah,
It's not
you
me.
said you were hoarding it.
Yeah.
At the time I was. But if we're
Oh.
going to discuss what we're keeping, we have the handy haversack, and we also have a bag of holding.
Who has the bag of holding again?
I currently do.
Okay, yeah, definitely move it to someone else. Just
Yes! I have both right now, and I can end this goddamn campaign. I'm joking.
yeah, I know. We can give one to. Well, we'll see. When we have Miguel back, we'll see who we give it to.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
just we legitimately have an empty bag of holding. because the only thing that went in there, because we have a huge fucking chest, which I love, by the way.
It's great. I love it.
It's great. Because we have a huge fucking chest, we put nothing in it.
Sure. And before anyone goes, I also want to ask one thing about a drawback that I found, Welduck.
Yeah.
So it's called one eye. You have lost the use of an eye. This hinders your depth perception as well as your ability to engage foes on your blind side. Detriment. You take a -1, or you take an extra -1 penalty per range increment when using a ranged weapon. So I wanted to ask this because even though it doesn't say it's a detriment, it's in the flavor of it. The flavor says it hinders your ability